Hey, we are back doing a bunch of questing today, including Fairy Tale 1 is the one we're starting with. And I've got that spreadsheet up again. I've made even more adjustments to it. You can find a link to this sheet in the video description if you wanted to use it for yourself. You just make a copy and replace your character name here with your own. So the way this works is you type in a character name, and after doing that, it automatically pulls all of your stats from Jagex's servers, so you don't have to manually update your levels every single time. You just have to manually enter your quest points and then which of the quests you've completed. And the way this guy works is that you can filter this list to only see quests that are available to you. So for example, today we're doing Fairy Tale 1, right? So it tells me that Fairy Tale 1 isn't available, and the reason it's not is because I haven't marked Lost City as complete, even though we beat that last session. So if I change this N to a Y, magically you'll see that Fairy Tale 1 is available. So my use case for this is to filter the list by quests that are available, which means I have all the prerequisites for them. And then as I complete quests that I have all the prerequisites for, I'll also remove ones that I've already done. It should add more and more quests to the list that we should be able to do. This spreadsheet was originally created by Ariamis on Reddit, along with Crash Axe and Work Dodge a couple of years ago. It hasn't been updated since last January, so I did a big pass, did a visual overhaul, made it a lot easier to read, moved a lot of stuff on the tooltips instead of having it be a giant block of text so that every quest is of fixed height. Anyway, I'm probably going to post this to Reddit at some point because I think it would be useful to a lot of people. I'll include patch notes of all the stuff that I changed if and when I get around to doing that. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and start Fairy Tale 1. So when we left off, what were we doing? We are heading to start Fairy Tale 1, which involves someone in Draenor Village, which I think is closer to Lumbridge. Yeah. I think there's like a river that I have to cross otherwise. So we're going to port to Lumbridge and we're going to start walking over there while I read what the next steps are going to be. I don't think I need to bring anything with me there. Actually, no, I do need some coins, I guess. I have my coins, and I guess I need the Drayman staff that I crafted during Lost City. Oh shoot, where did I put that? Oh, I didn't put it anywhere. That explains the problem. Those are key items. Okay. Cool, so fast forward through our run to Draenor Village. Oh shit, I'm down to 3 law runes. Okay, well. Yikes, I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that. I don't want to stop in the middle of this quest to go farm money to get more law runes, but we're probably gonna have to do that in the very next quest we do. So, this episode, you're going to get to see some more Swamp Toad farming. It's going to be great. Oh, so he's got the farming cape. That's cool. Ask about the quest. You look familiar. Didn't I catch you going through my pockets not that long ago? Never mind. Bigger problems to worry about right now. Okay, so we're just talking about people often pickpocketing farmers, I guess. Anything I can help with? Certainly could do with some help. Tell me about your problems. All seemed to start about a month ago. Grow roses, you know? You seem to be getting sidetracked already. What? Oh, sorry. Noticed that the yield of my prize rose bushes had dropped slightly. I immediately suspected crown gall, a disease that could be fatal to Mr. Lincoln. Who's Mr. Lincoln? Variety of roses that I specialize in. Okay. None of the plants showed any symptoms of disease, and I noticed a reduced yield occurring in most of my other crops. Talked to the gardeners I know, and they'd all noticed similar problems. Vegetable patches are growing fewer vegetables, bushes are featuring things more prone to disease. You've done some farming. Haven't you noticed a decrease in the amount of produce you're getting lately? I don't think this quest required any farming. Maybe it's based on your level in farming. Now that I think about it, you're right. Pressing, isn't it? So what do you want me to do? Find out what's causing this terrible problem and try to rectify whatever the problem is. Okay. Start by speaking to some of the other gardeners. Okay. That's our first step. I think I need to buy something. Shop northwest of the quest giver. look at what the shop names are and see if I can find this. Wine trader, holiday item trader, farming shop. Probably the one we're looking at. This person that's pickpocketing this master farmer, man. It's Aggie we want to talk to. I guess she doesn't have a trade, maybe not. It's somewhere up here, though. It's the dye trader. We want the farming shop in the market. Oh, hey. Random event. Dr. Jekyll. Do not have any. I'm very sorry. Holiday items. Do not attack the market guard. Why would you do that? I guess I'll kill him now. Catching a baby impling for a knife, which I don't need. I'll try. So see if I can get the beads that I need for that one quest. Town Crier. Says it's northwest of the quest giver? That can't be. Can it? Oh, maybe it's this little shop across the way. No, it says farm shop northwest of the quest giver. So that's gotta be back in there. Hold up. Sorry, I guess I need this item, I just don't know where it is exactly. Farming shop. Maybe he's supposed to be further in or something. Olivia, maybe? Trade with Olivia. No, that's a seed market. Market guard. Market guard. Steal from the seed stall. Oh, that'll be nice, actually. I'm wondering if the NPC is despawned or something, and that's what my problem is. It's not the Master Gardener. I'm seriously going crazy. I'm standing right in front of this, where this NPC is supposed to be. You're supposed to be manning the stall? Alright, I give up for now. I'm gonna progress the quest and see if I can find it somewhere else. Looks like it shouldn't be that hard to obtain. Any farming shop is supposed to sell in second tours. You need to talk to 5 gardeners. Okay. So first things first, let's go to Falador, because I think that there's a shop there that I can use. Farm south of Falador. Down in there, okay. Got one, okay. It's way more complicated than it needed to be. Alrighty. Next we're gonna look for Gardener. I think there should be one near Falador. Elstan? Oh, there he is. Talk to Elstan. Put in an easy task in the Falador area? Okay. Yo, Elstan, what's the buzz? Are you a member of the group of advanced gardeners? Why do you ask? Martin asked me to investigate why all the crops are failing. Martin sent you. Why didn't you say so? I think our problems are all down to the fact that we haven't had enough rain. We need more rain. I don't suppose you can do anything about that. I don't know how to make it rain. You're going to have a hard time solving our problems. Okay. So there's also one in Falador Park proper. Just warp right back there. Oh, I'm almost out of law runes, though. It's so easy to forget that you need them until suddenly you're out. So I'm going to swing over to the Grand Exchange and just see if I can scrounge up a little bit of money to get some more. Then we'll go back to willy-nilly teleporting everywhere. Wow, that's frustrating. I guess I accidentally clicked on a teleport while I was trying to high alch stuff. I think I just used my last law root in the process. Oh no! Oh, that's so bad! I was like, why am I here all of a sudden? Oh god. I must have double-clicked it and teleported twice, even. Okay, so I have to go back to Lumbridge and I have to walk to Varrock like some kind of caveman. Jesus. Oh man. Video games. I head back, I'm gonna sell some stuff. I'll fast forward through all this. What's the deal with these NPCs out here? Designer jewelry. Take the very least herb and potion prices. Decant your potions. Okay. So I was in a thread recently on the subreddit about like quality of life features that have been added since this game launched. Somebody mentioned that you can talk to a ranged tutor in Lumbridge, I think, and they'll make it so that when you pick up arrows on the ground, if those arrows are in your quiver, you'll automatically slot them into your quiver, which is nuts. I wish I had known that when I was leveling range to 30. I guess all those times the skill guide popped up and says you can go talk to a tutor now, I was like, yeah, whatever. I don't think that matters or that I should care about that. Apparently I should have cared about that every single time that it happened. So I'm gonna try to keep an eye out for that. At some point we might take a break and just try to track down all the tutors, because I think I may have unlocked all of the tutor-related stuff for most characters. I guess we'll have to see. Okay, so we're basically broke. As soon as we finish this Growing Pains quest, I gotta go farm toads and get some money and stock back up on law runes. I could probably try to get law runes to a ridiculous level so that never happens again. Okay, let's see. There's the bar in Port Sarum. Let's go ahead and do that one. It's easy enough. You a member of the group of advanced gardeners? Why, yes I am. Why do you ask? This guy's got a great hat. Mort'ton has to investigate why the crops are failing. Insects. Stop the insects from eating so many of our crops and we get maximum yield. Okay. So I need 2 more. One of them is in Faldor. One of them is near Lumbridge Castle. This park over here. Okay. Are you a member of the group of advanced gardeners? Why do you ask? You ask such a thing, it's obvious. It's all you adventurers. Every time I get a crop planted, some adventurer comes along and digs it up and plants crops of their own, as if they own my farming patch. It's really annoying. You should speak to your friends about their rude behavior. They're not my friends. I've not even spoken to most of them. You're an adventurer. They're all adventurers. I bet you have some sort of secret guild and you get there and say things to annoy the gardeners this week, don't you? I mean, yes, there is a heroes guild, but... I love this stuff. I love that there's all this meta commentary in the quest text, like the first guy being like, were you just picking my pocket? What? No. Alright, gotta get to one in Lumbridge Castle. Just west of Lumbridge, is outside the back. And the last person listed, I actually don't know how to get to them, so I'm gonna have to check their article a little bit more closely. Obviously, it's the seasons. They all seem to be out of whack these days. Summer comes earlier and earlier each year, and then it simply rushes by. If you find out what's upsetting the seasons, you'll find out what's causing the harvest to fail. Find that out and then get to the root of our problems. Okay, so this last person's name is Drevin. Champions Guild south of Varrock. Oh, that's super easy. I'm just confused because the guide is like, oh, you're going to need to have this this bracelet to teleport there, and I guess it's just trying to give you like the absolute most efficient possible teleport. I think he's just like down here somewhere though. That farming patch right next to it. Tell you to look at your face, and I'm not the first person you've asked. Why don't you tell me what you've heard from the other members of the group so far? Don't seem to be loonies anyway. Black brain, plague of insects. The entire order of seasons is confused. An adventurer, not a weather controller. Did you ever consider all those theories might be correct? I'll show you a little secret that'll explain it all to you. In a word, fairies? Oh no, another crackpot theory. I'm serious. Think it through. There are fairies who control everything natural from the weather to the seasons. Surely if all those things have been mentioned as catalysts to our problems, it stands to reason that the fairies are actually the cause. Thanks for your input. Okay, so I think then I have to go back to the guy. Yeah, he was back near Drainer Village, which was probably easiest to get to again from Lumbridge. Right? Just trying to decide if my house is closer. I think it's like 601. They're about the same. Alright, we'll get over back to Gardner. Hello again. How are you getting on with solving the gardening group's problems? To be honest, I'm worried about the sort of person you let join your organization. Why is that? I've heard theories ranging from climate change to fairies from your members. It's an interesting idea. Now that I think about it, that does make some sense. Maybe you should talk to a fairy about it. Okay, you're the boss. Any idea which flower I should look under to find a fairy? Did hear that there were some adventurers with similar problems in the swamps near Lumbridge. Just don't mention my name if you talk to them. We're trying to keep it a secret. Everybody actually knows what they're up to. I've spoken to them before. Ah. This is how you know go to Zenaris. Got it. Got my Draman staff already. Faster for me to walk back to the swamp? No, I don't think so. Let's go back to Lumbridge. Okay, so I guess I need to get a spade, but that there's one like right in the shack, so Oh shit, I'm supposed to go out the other exit to get into the swamp. My bad. Say it again, but I'm in love with how, like, RPG-y all the quests and, like, areas and stuff in this game are, that you had to, like, make this staff by going to an area where you weren't allowed to use weapons. You had to beat a boss, you can cut down a special tree to make a staff that when you open a door to a random shack in the swamp takes you to Fairy World. This game is so good. I love it very much. Alright, we gotta talk to the Fairy Queen, I think. Fairy Godfather. Where is the Fairy Queen? She's in here somewhere, isn't she? Huh, yeah, I don't see her. We've seen her before. Fairy Godfather. Where's the Fairy Queen? What's going on here? Looks like Marlon Brando. He's even got the outfit. Oh my god, this game is hilarious. So why did you have the answer first? This is phenomenal. Who are you? I'm the Fairy Godfather. See it by your face that you have not heard of me. This is fucking phenomenal. Where's the Fairy Queen? Queen Bee, she is a, how do you say, sick? I mean sick, what happened? Tragedy to be struck down so young, I guess this is why everything is sick. How much do you know about the fairy folk, my big friend? Not actually a whole deal, I'm afraid. Let me enlighten you. Zanaris is a nexus of the worlds. Queen Bee, she is the guardian of all the folk that live in Zanaris. I usually don't try to do accents, but this is too good. When Tanglefoot arrives, Queen Bee goes to a cosmic temple area to kill it. She does something goes wrong. Queen Bee, she gets hurt and is now in a magic sleep. Being cared for by a fairy nymph who lives just north of the bank. Okay. Word of advice, better be careful not to cause trouble for the folk while you're in Zanaris. This is so funny that they went to the trouble to make this guy. Oh, this game's too good. He's got like a bunch of cronies, Fat Rocco, Slim Louie. All just joking on Fairy Godmother. I love it. Okay, I guess we're going up here in the northwest corner. Guess I'm gonna need the Ghost Speak amulet soon. I'm gonna go ahead and grab that. I already have it equipped. Hey, look at past Marstead paying the bills, apparently. That's cool that there's a bank here, though. I'm trying to use the quick guide, which doesn't show you any pictures or tell you anything. It's just bullet points of where to go. I think it kind of minimizes spoilers a bit. Talk to Fairy Nuff. Fairy Nuff. God. Busy and can't chat. Diddy said I should come talk to you. I love how the punniness extends to just like character names in this. It's not just quest names. No idea what ails the queen. You must be a mighty healer. Great druid, then? A shaman? A surgeon? Doctor, medic, nurse? What are you, then? I'm a mighty adventurer. A what? Just what I was expecting to hear. Just the sort of person I need to help me. I'm sure the Godfather told you the queen is in an enchanted sleep. Oh shit, I didn't mean to click past that. Your visitors shall tell you this much. It doesn't pay to talk about the Godfather behind his back. Back to the problem at hand, the Fairy Queen. She was brought here after her battle with the Tanglefoot in a terrible state, extremely weak and barely able to fly. I've written down a list of her symptoms. When the Queen got back here, she was clearly weakening. It appears as if the magic force that is her life essence is slowly unraveling, put her in a state of tempus fugit. Slow down time for her. It's prolonging the amount of time that she remains alive. Find a mage by the name of Xandar Horfire. He spent many years studying magical illness. Take the list to him and ask if he knows what ails the queen. Dark Wizard's Tower near Falador. Okay. Cool. Xandar Horfire. Hello, I need your help. Wish should I help you, fool? You attacked my brother and I, and you demand my help. I think not. Fair Enough said you would help me. Fair Enough sent you? How is she? I owe her a great deal. She saved me from a mortal injury. The Fairy Queen is extremely ill. She was in battle with the Tanglefoot, and her injuries have resulted in her being in a coma. This is grave news indeed. You think Tanglefoot's responsible? Tanglefoot will normally kill its victims outright, unless... Give me more details about the Fairy Queen's condition. Now here's a list of symptoms. Slow discorporation of ethereal body. Basic life force is pure magic. Much as we humans would refer to our souls as our life essence, so too does a fairy have a life essence of pure magic. You can actually refer to fairies as magic embodied and not be wrong. It appears the Fairy Queen has lost a large part, indeed the majority of her life essence. Either it was drained from her by the Tanglefoot or she did it voluntarily. Though why she would do that is beyond me. You need to go and kill this Tanglefoot and get her magic essence back if I'm to help her? Seek out a necromancer by the name of Malignus Mort'ton. Hey, I know that guy. He's the dude with all the elemental wizards around him. Man, this game really... I can see why so many people are, like, very familiar with this game. You know, when we were playing, there were people in chat that hadn't played old school RuneScape in, like, a decade. And, you know, they were like, oh yeah, you just go northwest of Lumbridge. I'm like, how do you know this? Like, oh, it's burned into your brain. I like that that's true even if you have teleports, right? You're not forgetting where things are relative to each other. Import serum. Thanks very much. Go to Drainer Manor, get the Drainer Skull first by digging the grave behind the manor. Okay, hold up. The dude I'm looking for... I thought he was near Falador. Let me get down here real quick. So we're going to Lumbridge. That's how I get to Draenor. Probably should have hit it up with the spade earlier, but what are you going to do? This says I need a skull. Which in that case I probably didn't need to read that bullet point, because I guess talking to the NPC would have told me, but the guide is trying to save me time of going to the NPC, leaving, getting the skull, and coming back to him. Not a major... We came here, dug a grave here for a clue scroll forever ago. I shouldn't joke, this is a grave matter. God, this game is awful. Oh, man. I'm farming these guys for a minute. Never even talked to him. Kind of reminds me of the wizard Tim. He just keeps like summoning things randomly around him. Need help with fighting a Tanglefoot. Can you help me? Almost certainly. I'm a great practitioner of the magic arts, after all. So by Xandar Horfire that you fought one once. That is true, and an epic battle it was too. Enemy won, and you were here to tell me about it. Can you tell me how to defeat one, please? Of course I won. As I already stated, I'm a master of the magic arts. Why do you want to know how to kill a Tanglefoot? You need to perform a little undertaking for me first. He wants me to go get the skull, right? Actually, I have it right here. Excellent. Hand it over. Tanglefoot cannot be harmed by might nor magic. The only weapon that can damage them are a pair of enchanted secateurs. To get a pair of these, you have to make them. You need a pair of secateurs. You also need some edible seaweed, an unopened oyster, and a piece of charcoal. That's extremely specific. Take them to the nature spirit and ask them to perform the ceremony of Phasma Phasmatis Natura. We'll use the secateurs to kill the monster. Okay. right on. Oh, wow. The stuff you need for this is randomized. That's kind of cool. I dig that. Let me see if the guide correctly tells me here. Make a pair of secateurs. I need a pair of secateurs, some edible seaweed, an unopened oyster, and a piece of charcoal. Okay. So, edible seaweed. Fishing trawler. Bring more than one edible seaweed as gas can make it rotten. Oh, I guess I can bring my bag to keep the gas to leave it alone, right? Okay. Edible seaweed. What else did I need? Unopened oyster. Piece of charcoal. I love how all these quests tie back into each other. Like, oh, I should have bought something in the village. No. Jungle Village, I was just there. I guess I didn't know that I was going to get this one. I might buy the charcoal on the Grand Exchange. I've been to that shop, right? It's just going to save me a trip. I may as well. I keep lamenting the fact that I'm not an Iron Man. Like, I kind of wish I was. I'm going to be sad when I have a high-level quest cape on an account that's not an Iron Man after mostly avoiding the Grand Exchange. But since I'm not, we should take advantage of it when we can, when it's not contrary to the philosophy of the stream. And the more I think about it, like, not being an Iron Man, the thing that I don't want to do is I don't want to buy stuff, but I would love to be able to sell stuff to the Grand Exchange. Like, we just think about the amount of income I've generated from swamp toads alone, and the runes I was able to purchase. Even if I had tried to buy those runes from a shop, like, I would be behind by dozens of hours trying to get money by trading things to merchants. I would not have a magic level 60. I would not have all these teleports. So I think that for the purposes of this channel and the blind playthrough, not playing Iron Man is probably correct, because it's saving a lot of time in a game where there's a lot of time being used up, right? Anyway. Charcoal, please. Charcoal. Paying a premium, but well. Woof. Potentially a significant premium. Here's one. Okay, I can go get my own seaweed though, I think. What was the other thing? Charcoal, seaweed, unopened oyster. I may not be able to get edible seaweed. Let me keep looking here. Yeah, I might be in trouble. Which is unfortunate because there was only a chance for me to get this seaweed option. Swamp crabs, maybe? Mire fungus, edible seaweed. Looks like it's a somewhat rare drop. Wait a minute, do I have an edible seaweed? I'm looking at the icon now. Actually looks familiar. Oh my god, I have one. Why did I have that? I don't remember killing any of these enemies. I must have found it, somebody must have dropped it as like trash, and I was like, I'll grab that. Wow. Okay. Alright. That's another thing, is that since we're not Iron Man, I can pick up stuff that other players are leaving behind, which I think makes this more of an MMO than a single player game. Some things can be lucky. I guess I'd want to limit myself. If a player came by and like dropped a bunch of endgame gear just to give it to me, I don't want that. But if people are just like abandoning loot, I don't mind snagging it. Okay, and then the last thing was oyster, unopened oyster. Alright, sand crabs, south of Hosidius. Should be able to do that. These crabs are fairly decent attack training, so I might stop at the bank in Hosidius and grab my scimitar and try to fight them melee. Oh, there's plenty of oysters out here already. I'll go ahead and kill a crab just to test it out here. I guess these are popular for melee training because they have a shitload of hit points. But they don't actually, they're not very threatening. So you can just sit here and get mostly AFK training on them. I don't think I'm going to want to do that. I'm going to want to train on stuff that skills something else up that actually leads to kills, primarily Slayer. But it's good to know that it's down here. There's a lot of little, like, cheesy strategies that I can imagine wanting to use on, like, an alt account if I ever do make an Iron Man or something after we complete this series. Attack 31. Good and an easy task, nice. This last one doesn't drop an oyster, I'll just take the one that this other guy farming left behind. So that's fair enough. We came to the area to get it. We killed some. So going to the Nature Spirit is why we need the Ghost Speak Amulet. Ugh, I love this game. It's so crazy. All these like random quest items are important all the time. It's phenomenal. I've never played anything quite like it. Okay, so I think I need to bring my Druid pouch if I'm going back there. Yeah. So that I don't get, they don't eat my edible seaweed, right? Or rot my edible seaweed. I think that's the only thing I really need to bring with me, though, right? Yeah, okay. Off we go. Oh, I need the... I guess I still have the Secateurs. Okay. Be back in a bit once we get to Mort'ton. Talk to the Nature Spirit. Welcome back, my friend. Since you required my help, I have once more returned. With your help in enchanting a pair of Secateurs. That's a strange thing to enchant. Would you care to inform me why you need them? Tanglefoot has invaded the fairy kingdom of Zanaris. The only way I can fight it is with a pair of enchanted Secateurs. Tanglefoot, your information is correct. Secateurs have been blessed by a Nature Spirit are the only weapons that can harm such a terrible creature. Get all the required items. Let us begin. Whoa, cutscene. It is done. Good luck with your coming battle. Magic Secateurs. So I think I've seen in other like, when I was reading up on farming, part of the reason I was so intimidated by farming, there's like a bulleted list that says if you're going to start farming, here's what you need. And it's like, you have Magic Secateurs, you need to have a farming outfit, you need to have all these teleports. Like, you probably don't need all of those things, but I haven't seen any other skills that have that many items that make things easier. I think having this like gives you increased bounty whenever you harvest stuff. I don't know. It's kind of cool though. Okay. Warning, this fight is instance. You will lose all of your items if you die. Okay. Also, I have a good reason to be concerned about dying in this fight because I think the enemy is like level 111, and I'm only doing it because I saw that you can flinch it, which I haven't attempted flinching before. So I'm going to deposit everything except for the Secateurs, the Draman staff, a shitload of food, and my armor. And then I'm also quickly, just because there's a pretty high risk of me losing the Secateurs, for example, and having to do the quest again, I'm going to find out where I need to go in order to flinch this thing. Try to prep as much as I can, like I'm prepping for a raid boss. And then I'll be back to go attempt it. I'll bring some bailout runes for teleporting, though. Stand to lose a couple of those, right? Definitely depositing the graceful outfit. I'm not fucking around with that at all. No, sir. Just gonna bring these goofy pink gloves just to have. Well, no, probably don't want to bring those because those are actually worth some money. Got extra teal gloves. I'll bring one of them. Just to help a little bit. Oh, we look really silly. Perfect. Food and armor. Let's just bring all of the cakes, right? Hopefully that'll be enough for what I'm trying to do. I think, if I understand the way flinching works, I think this is going to be super slow. I guess the damage you do is based on your farming stat, which we did get farming up a teeny little bit by using our quest lamps earlier on it, and by using our quest lamps on it a little bit earlier, and by doing the plow pushing. So I think we're like, what, level 12 farming? Probably better than level 1 farming, but it's going to be brutal. And you will be able to enjoy fast forwarding it. I'll definitely speak up if shit gets scary. Oh, hey, it's a random event. Beer and kebab, eh. Hey, hard task. Looks like there is an achievement for like doing all of the shortcuts. I kind of want to finish the achievement diary in this game. It seems like it gives really good rewards. Seems super fun. Baby Tanglefoot. Oh, this must be the Cosmic Altar. We'll see. Let's do all quests first, and then I'll decide if I'm going to keep going for completing the achievement diary. Squeeze through a gap in the wall. Okay, hold on. I need to plan where I'm going to fight this thing. The end of the tunnel will be a level 111 Tanglefoot. Okay, I think I know where I'm fighting it. Achieve orders to let you through. There he is. Let me let my run energy regen a little bit. I think we want to fight him right there where that baby Tanglefoot is standing right now. We want to pull him so he's at this corner here. And then, based on the thing I watched, understanding how flinching works, I think you stand in a safe spot at a corner, you pop out and hit them, and then you pop immediately back. But the way that it works is that they are like charged with an attack, and if you get back in their melee range, they'll attack you immediately. So the way you keep them from attacking you immediately is you wait for their health bar to disappear, which turns off their recharge. So that's what we're going to try to do here. I'm going to get myself up to like 50 run energy before I attempt this. Even though it's regenerating super slow right now. Okay, we got him in the spot. Enjoy the fast forward. I think I'm hitting for 3s because of my high, my level 12 farming, so that's helping a bit. He has 103 hit points, though. Got him to half health. Glad we're doing this. He can hit for like 10. Not end well for me. We did it. Get hype. Awesome. Don't fight this thing, though. Get out, get out, get out. Run away. Combined strength level and farming level. Oh, so I'm glad we got strength up to 40 before. Some of the stuff we did to get strength to 40 was fairly silly, if you'll recall. Trying to farm for stuff. We're fighting the Yuri werewolf. Yeah, I guess it's possible for your strength to be low enough that you don't do more damage than it regenerates. So the fact that we were fighting that Yuri werewolf for like an hour trying to get the mithril square shield to drop was not a waste of time. It was effectively a prerequisite for this quest. That's nuts. I'm pretty pumped about this. I think this is going to let us skip a bunch of farming levels. It might be enough to get us to 17 farming, which is another quest that gives farming XP, and if we can do that one, that might be enough to get us to 25 farming, which unlocks a bunch of quests that require farming as a prerequisite. But we shall see. And Magic Secateurs increases crop harvest by 10% when farming. It's very cool that random quest reward from random quests down here you can use to make farming better basically forever. I wasn't worried that the Tanglefoot would kill you too. I managed to kill it. Folka, they owe you a great deal. You did get it back to Queen Bee's magic power? Achieve this pair of enchanted secateurs. I think they must contain the Queen's missing magic. Grazie infinite. I will give them to the healing fairy. Hey. You have completed Fairy Tale Growing Pains. 2 quest points, 3,500 farming XP, 2,000 attack XP, 1,000 magic XP. We're up to 19 quest points. Attack 32. Cool. Farming 21. Heck yeah, have not farmed once yet. Alright, so I think that means that the other farming quest that required 17 is definitely going to propel us to 25. It's extremely exciting. I don't mind attempting to actually start farming stuff when we get to like 30 or so, or maybe even 25 plus like with rune crafting. But I want to get to that level first, where we can actually have some choices about what we do. I've heard that trees are the least miserable thing to plant with farming. And we already have access to oak trees now. If we can hit 30, we can do willow trees. Oh, and the advantage of willow trees, I think payment is what you have to pay the gardener to get him to watch it for you so you don't have to stay on top of it. Apples is something that we're going to end up stealing from the fruit carts in Hosidius once we finish getting our favor up. So it all comes together. It rhymes, right? Okay, so I'm going to take a short break. Grab some breakfast. Here's the plan. I want to do the quest to finish toning for our sin, get to the area that gets us to the shop that lets us buy the Mithril Square Shield so I can buy it and sell it. So that'll be one of the things that we do. I need to get money, unfortunately, so we're going to do a very fast-forwarded Swamp Toad farming section. So that'll be a thing. What else should we think about here? Shades of Mort'ton to be able to make serum to level up Herblore more. Finish getting the 15% favor with Hosidius to get thieving on the fruit stalls, which I might try to do after the other things I just listed, like do it in that order. Because once I can get a bunch of apples, I can actually try leveling up farming finally. Although I guess I need to be 30 to be able to build willow trees with 5 apples, so maybe we'll do the other quest that gives farming XP first. Anyway, we'll be back in a bit after I take a short break. See you soon. Alright, I am back, and I've been researching the quests that I need to do in order to get the Mithril Square Shield, and it's kind of nuts. It seems like it's super long, and it has several parts that are very challenging from a combat perspective. In order for me to attempt it, I need money, like, now. I keep wanting to put it off, but I cannot. So I'm going to go to Varrock. I'm gonna... Well, let's see. Yeah, I'm just gonna stop at the bank at Varrock so I can teleport to Camelot real quick. And then from Camelot, we're gonna go farm Swamp Toads. I'll just put it at max fast forward and be quiet. After I've sold the Swamp Toads, get some more resources, we will head off to attempt this quest. It's called the Fremennik Trials. And I'm super worried about not being able to finish it. There's one phase in particular that seems super hard. One of the things that we're going to have to do to win is I'm going to have to make a ton of Rings of Recoil, the Thorns rings that make enemies reflect damage onto you. And I think I have all the resources to do that. I might need to see if I can farm some more Sapphires. See which ones I have in my inventory right now. I know I fought some enemies that drop them also. I already have 1 Sapphire ring. I have 4 cut Sapphires. And 2 uncut Sapphires. That might be enough. I could see about trying to get a couple more. I don't know if I can specifically target to farm those. You get out the chisel while I'm in here really quick and just cut these ones. I have a chisel, don't I? Right, neither of them failed. Fantastic. Let's put the magic secateurs in our key items. So I'm going to equip all this garbage. I'm going to try to start making a habit, too, of updating my spreadsheet that I've customized here. On stream or in the recording. So that was Fairy Tale 1. It's now completed. Cool. Oh, Fairy Tale 2 is technically available now. I don't know. I'm not going to bother with it right now. My runes back out. Probably put the Drummond staff back. My staves back. And my graceful set back. Alright, and it's time to farm frogs, so be back in a while. See you soon. Got a random event, so we'll break stuff up. Come and be locked up. You're under arrest. I've come to lock you up. I'll come quietly. You're set free. Hey, it gave me a sapphire. I needed that. That's actually kind of perfect. Cool. Back to grinding. I've gotten really efficient at this since I'm already talking. Like, turning off OpenGL helps a lot because I no longer have to click the specific pixel of that the toad is in. So that helps. But the graceful outfit, I guess the last time I did this, I didn't have full graceful because now I have enough run speed, run energy to make it there and back to the bank, running the entire time. So this is the first time I've really been able to feel the difference of the graceful outfit. Because I got pretty familiar with exactly how much run energy I'd be burning on the trip to and from the bank, but now I don't have to stop. It's great. Back to. Alright, 400 toad legs. I'm gonna have to go back and watch the VOD because I feel like that was really fast, really efficient compared to what we were doing previously without the graceful outfit, so that feels pretty good. I'm gonna go sell this stuff. It's getting close to when my cats usually get fed in the morning. If you're a stream viewer, you probably know that they go nuts at the end of stream. I've been changing my sleep schedule a bit lately, so now they're demanding breakfast, so I might pop up and feed them here soon. It's a little bit early, but should be fine. Alright, let's go sell this stuff, and then let's plan out what we're going to do for the Fremennik Trials quest. Okay, so I made like 200,000 gold, bought 300 law runes, which should last us a super long time, bought another 1,000 or so chaos runes, in case we need to do some magic fighting later. The next thing I want to do, I'm actually curious whether the things that pop up and say you can now talk to a tutor show up in the guide. If not, I'm going to look up all the stuff that we can get from tutors, because I think I've probably unlocked all of them now by having most skills to 30. I'm going to try to just get those all out of the way before I forget about them. I think most of them are in Lumbridge, but I'll double check. And then we're going to start the Fremennik Trials, so I'll be back after I double check these tutor options. Huh, I guess there's only two tutors. It's the magic tutor and the range tutor. I think both of them are in Lumbridge though, so we'll go knock that out right quick. You toggle my ammo to equip when I pick it up. If you pick up ammo that is the same you're currently using, I can make an ammo automatically equip for you, provided you have space. Okay, automatically equip it. Cool. I guess if you're watching... I said I'm not going to read the comments on YouTube, so I won't, but if you're watching and you know of other little quality of life things that they added with patches, that there's basically no way I could know about otherwise, feel free to pop in my Discord, discord.marstead.com, and tag me or shoot me a message to let me know about it. If I were streaming this, this is the sort of thing I would want chat to tell me about. I don't have a rune pouch yet, but we'll go ahead and turn that on for now. So doing more Slayer. Okay, Fremennik trials. Let me just review everything that we need. 25 fletching, 40 woodcutting, 40 crafting, which we do not have, but we have the fletching. Crafting is close. Crafting is 1 away. Woodcutting would be trivial to get to 40. But it says, or I can kill an NPC to get an item instead of needing those 3 skills. So we're going to go for that instead. Defeat a level 69 NPC I should be able to do. The hard one, the reason I was considering not doing this one yet, even though it gets us the ability to atone for our sins, is I guess there's an enemy that you fight where you're not allowed to have any armor, weapons, or spells. But it seems like that is possible through some shenanigans. Bringing a ton of food, crafting a bunch of, what do you call them? Rings of recoil, which I have access to make. Because he just hits you a bunch of times and you can do rings of recoil that damage him back and just try to heal throughout the whole thing. And also, I guess there's a shenanigan where you can... The reason when we did Lost City earlier, it said, hey, you should cut off an extra gem and branch for later, is that you can actually make a staff in the middle of the combat and then use that to have a bit of an advantage against him. Let's see. Recommended 48 agility, which we have. 5,000 coins, which is part of why I wanted to go farm. Like, well, if I need money, I'm just going to do as much money as we can. There's a beer we can get during the quest, a tinderbox, which we already have, a raw shark that I apparently need to get now. So I'm going to go grab the shark. That's from Canifus. Let's see what else we need. Food, armor, and a weapon. Ranged is not effective. Prayer potions, super energy potions, super combat potion. I do have some combat-oriented potions that I can probably bring with me once we get to that step. Camelot teleport runes. It seems like since I'm not allowed to bring runes into this fight, I might bring one of those Camelot teleport tablets that we picked up earlier, just as a way to bail out if things go bad. I haven't died yet. Doesn't matter if I die. I can recover my shit, but from like a philosophical perspective, I've enjoyed that we haven't had a death in this account in 106 hours. If we can keep that going, we can be pseudo Iron Man, pseudo hardcore, medium core. Alright, well, first things first, we're going to go to Canifus and get this raw shark that I need. Let me check which potions do I have. Strength, anti-poison, magic, attack, strength, weapon. Oh, I wonder if I can bring the weapon poison. I don't think I have the one. I could put that on the staff and maybe have an easier time with the boss. Walkthrough doesn't say to do that, but it might work. It's like a cool idea regardless. I can bring these chaos runes, the different staves that I want. I don't think I need the rest of the gear right now. I might want it later. Bring some cakes. 4 is probably fine. I'll bring my mage gear, why not? And I need my amulet back. This all looks great. Oh, I probably need to bring some money. I guess there's a bank in Canifus, but... Bring, I don't know... 2,500 is probably more than enough. Alright, fast forward to Canifus. So I went to look up where I'm supposed to go first for Fremennik trials, and it mentions, oh, there's an easy way to get here if you use the fairy ring system. And I've seen those fairy rings all around the game. I know basically how they work because, like, virtually everything you look up on the wiki tells you, go here using the fairy ring, it's faster. Anyway, I was like, well, fairy ring, that has to do with the fairy tale quest I just did, I assume, right? So let me see what I need to unlock the fairy rings, and it looks like I just need to start the next quest. Like, I need to get a couple steps into it. Even though I don't have the skills to finish it, I can still unlock fairy rings just getting a few steps in. So I think after I grab this raw shark before we start Fremennik trials, I'm going to do that, because that should speed everything else up if I have like access to an additional network of teleports. So So let me find this raw shark, and then I'm gonna go start Fairy Tale 2, but we're not gonna do it. We're just gonna get it as far as we need to get it in order to unlock fairy rings. And then we'll go back to one we're working on. While I'm in here, I'm going to get one quick kill in on Yuri. I'm just curious, if he drops the thing, then we could do something else right now. I don't think he will, but figured I'd give it a shot, right? Maybe today's the day. He did not drop it, but I thought I would try it. Why not? Okay, let's deposit this crap. I should have used those wolf bones. Whoops. We'll hold on to the shark. Okay. Fremennik trials. Get out the tinderbox that I'm going to need later too. We need to start by talking to... Oh wait, no, Fairy Tale first, that's right. We need to talk to Mort'ton again, back at the Drainer Market, so that is Lumbridge. Ask about the quest. Solved your problem, return the Fairy Queen's magical essence. What are you talking about? Fairy Queen was in an enchanted sleep because the Tanglefoot had taken the Secateurs that contained her magic. I fought and killed the Tanglefoot and have given the Godfather the Fairy Queen's Secateurs. So wake up now and everything will be back to normal. I'm glad to hear it, but if you don't mind, I'll go and plant some seeds now and wait until they grow before I give you the reward I promised. Oh wow, this flows directly to the next part of the quest. Okay, so I guess you have to wait 5 minutes in order to be able to talk to him again. Waiting for them to finish. Okay. I should find something to do then while we wait. Can I steal from the seeds? Oh, I can. Dope. Well, we'll just chill here then. That seems great. Just the respawn rate's quite a bit slower. Something to do, hype. What level did I unlock the ability to steal from the seed stall? 27. Nice. The XP's pretty good then. I guess Fairy Tale 2 needs Restless Ghost, Priest in Peril, Nature Spirit, Lost City, Fairy Tale 1 Growing Pains. It's just, I love, this seems like this is such a convenient thing in order for us to try to unlock. And I definitely was not targeting Fairy Tale 2 in doing the quests that we've done so far. Like, it keeps cracking me up whenever we get to use Restless Ghost for something. Like, I think we did Nature Spirit because we needed it for Lost City, right? No, we needed Nature Spirit for something else entirely. Oh, this shit's so wild. Waiting for crops to finish still. I see, I can't steal if the merchant can see it. That's what my problem is right now. Ask about the quest. Must be the slowest gardener in the world. I don't suppose the crops have grown yet? You got nerve showing up here again. What are you talking about? Told me you'd solve the problems. I had loads of seeds. There's no doubt even more plants are dying. But I gave the Fairy Queen's Secateurs back to the Godfather. Yeah, sure, whatever. You know, I didn't believe you when you told me that story about the fairies in the first place. You just better solve this problem. People get hungry, they get angry, and you're the person who said that everything would be alright. Okay. Let's go sort out the problem then. Whoa, cutscene. This happened like twice ever. Alright, so the place has been ransacked. Got it. Wow, somebody trashed this cave. What happened to Fairy Nuff and the Fairy Queen? Search the workbench. Search potion shelves. Healing certificate. Pick up Fairy Nuff's certificate, being careful not to cut yourself on its broken frame. Read. Certificate of Advanced Healing from Marstead College. Signed Dr. Foster, MMD, PRD, Head of Magical Healing. Oh, that's funny. What does study do? Turn the shifter over and look at the back. Whoa! What the hell is this? Huh. That's pretty awesome. Okay. Let's see what's the next step after that. Talk to the fairy godfather. Okay. Where is the fairy queen? What are you talking about? I've been to Fairy Enough's cave. When I got there, I found it ransacked. Everything's been broken. Hanako, you say that the queen bee, she is missing. This is terrible. Organize a search party right away. You have any idea who could have done this? Not at all. She is well liked by everyone. I must have taken her through the fairy rings. We'll be long gone by now. Must have, but most of the folk are away from Zenaris at the moment, though. Tell me what to do and I'll go myself. You may use the fairy rings. Talk to a coordinator. She'll explain how to use the rings. You must promise me that you'll come back here if you find her. Whoever kidnapped her must be very powerful. Okay. Yes, okay. Talk to the coordinator. This is Slayer Master? Fairy? You're not strong enough to be taught by me. Rude. Coordinator. The fairy rings. The Godfather said I should ask you to explain how the fairy rings work. I don't have enough to do already without giving every adventure that comes along a history lesson. Let's get this over with quickly. Zenaris is an extremely old place. It was here long before we fairy folk came to live here. In fact, it's rumored to be the nexus of all planes. Arrived here, we found many of the magical properties of this place to be dormant. One of these was the ability to jump between planes using a powerful portal that had been sealed for centuries. The Fairy Queen harnessed that magic and created the fairy rings. They're not as powerful as the original portal would have been, they're very effective nonetheless. There are 3 fairy rings in Zenaris, the one in the market, the one near the Evil Chicken Shrine, take users to one specific place. The 3rd fairy ring near the fountains is a major portal. Anyone who activates that fairy ring will find themselves able to dial in a 3-digit code. These codes will all take the user to different locations. Some of the codes no longer work, and other codes go to extremely dangerous places, so be careful. Fortunately, the fairy rings are imbued with a powerful protective magic, but as long as you stand in the middle of them, nothing will be able to attack you. Because you're human, you would be holding your Draman staff to activate the rings. All of a sudden, I have an overwhelming urge to dance. It's something that just happens in here, I guess? Okay, so where's the fairy ring by the fountain? It would be nice to test this out, right? Maybe it's the otherworldly beings. We will come back and do this quest eventually. What does it give for XP? Ooh, 3,500 herb lore, 2,500 thieving, and a skill lamp. So we'll definitely do that eventually. Not right now, though. Whoa, fairy ring. Enter a combination. Oh, that's cool. There's a lot of options, it looks like. Okay, I'm just going to read a little bit on fairy rings to see if there's a particular one that I can get to easily, and kind of use that as my default spot. Player's house is in Yanil. There's one close to that. Cost to move to places. Need to be 50 construction to move to Yanil. I think that's probably my best one. It looks like there's one in Edgeville. Let me test this one out really quick. It's probably faster than a lot of the other stuff I could do. Staff, Graveyard Teleport, which I don't have. Slayer Ring Teleport, which I don't have. Necklace of Passage, I don't have. Yanil Teleport I could get, right? I have to do a quest. It's actually called Watchtower. Watchtower Teleport spell. Requires 40 mining, which I don't have. Okay. Maybe it now marks all the fairy rings. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's not too far of a walk, and it doesn't drain all my energy to get there. Takes me to Zenaris. And I can use Zenaris to find places to go to, right? Fairy rings. A combinations. AIQ, AIR. Oh, this is going to be super convenient. It's a lot of places you can go to. Get to Canifis really easily. Let me try that one really quick. B. K. Let's add that to my travel log. Awesome. I love it. Okay. We went to go do this because it mentioned teleporting in the Fremennik trials. Let's actually get back to we're a piece of candying it right now. DKS. To Brunt in the long haul. Oh yeah, that's a hell of a walk. Southwest to Relica. Yeah, that's super convenient. Before I had to go to Camelot and then go way north. I think it's probably faster to even just run to Edgeville. I'll see if I can get my hands on one of these teleports that gets me really close to a fairy ring. Buying swamp toads. See if I can just leave that buy order up for a while. I can pull the legs off and convert it to money. It's only 100 gold a piece, but basically free. Talk to the chieftain to start the quest. Do you have any quests? Quests, you say? I do not call it a quest. If you're brave of heart and strong of body, perhaps. You would not be interested. Forget I said anything. Yes, I am interested. You would? These are unusual sentiments to hear from an Outerlander. The suggestion was going to be that if you crave adventure in battle, your heart sings for glory, that perhaps you'd be interested in joining our clan and becoming a Fremennik yourself. What would that involve exactly? There are two ways to become a member of our clan and call yourself a Fremennik. Be born a Fremennik or be voted in by our Council of Elders. Well, I think I've missed the first way. How could I get the Council of Elders to vote to let me join your clan? Speak of each of them and see what they require of you. There are 12 council members around this village. You need to gather a majority vote of at least 7 councillors in your favor. I want to become a Fremennik. A Viking, basically. Find and speak to the 12 members of the Council of Elders and see what tasks they might set you. Cool. Okay. Talk to Mani the Reveler. Hello there. Hello, Outerlander. I heard your conversation. You wish to become a Viking? Don't let my drink-sauced appearance fool you. I earned my place in the council many years past. Happily vote for you, providing you can pass a little test. You'll need to show cunning, stamina, fortitude, and an iron constitution. I only know of one way to test all three. Is it drinking? It sure is. You versus me, a stiff drink each. Last man standing wins the trial. What say you? Yes. Come pick up a keg from that table and walk over here. We start when you have your keg of beer with you and finish when one of us can drink no more and yields. Okay, I guess I can't do that part yet. Guess we'll see what happens when I do it, though. Ready to drink? Yes. Drink first, then you will drink. I love the camera. No fair. I can't drink another drop. I feel very, very ill. Guess I win that out of letter. Let me have a coffee first. Okay. Talk to Olaf the Bard, east of the Long Hall. You want something? Are you a member of the council? Indeed I am. My talents as an exemplary musician make it difficult for them not to accept me. Why do you wish to know this? I'm currently doing the trials to join your clan. Gladly accept you should be able to prove yourself to have a little musical ability. Play in our long hall. A few epic verses of your own creation. Here for the challenge? Yes. Always need more music lovers. Okay. Talk to Sigly the Huntsman to obtain the Hunter's Talisman. Sigly the Huntsman. Yeah, they're definitely Vikings. What do you want, Outerlander? Are you a member of the council? Pleased to say I am. Can I persuade you to vouch for me as a member of your clan? I'm totally against the idea. Demonstrate some hunting skills. And go kill like 100 chickens for you right now. Oh, there's so much self-aware meta stuff in the quest text. I love it. Chickens? You think that would impress me? I can kill cows. Free I have in mind for you to prove your worth is something far more dangerous, far more difficult, far more deadly. Not giant rats. Prove your skill as a hunter by tracking and defeating the Draugr. Okay. What's a dragon? Some kind of barbarian ripoff of a dragon? Dragon is an evil ghost from Fremennik mythology that devours the souls of brave warriors who meet their ends at sea. Stalks the coastline, invisible to all. It brings us bad fortunes and curses our journeys across the seas. It is also unkillable by normal means. I mean, hunt an unkillable, invincible, and invisible enemy? How am I supposed to do that? Should you accept my challenge, I'll show you a special hunter's trick that will help you. Do you accept the challenge? Yes. Every vote I can get in the Council of Elders, this certainly sounds impossible to do. Dragon is impossible to kill, but that is not the same as being impossible to fight against. Every time he takes a Fremennik life, he gains in power, so keep it from becoming too powerful. We hunters hunt it and steal its life force. Do this with a special talisman. It will let you track the dragon while it's invisible, and when you defeat it, it will absorb its essence. Sweet. Makes sense. Kill Lanzig. Need a liar for that. Let me see if I can find where he is. Oh, hey. Hey, it's a genie. What's up? You know what I'm spending that on? We're in a realm now where I don't even have to think about it. Rune crafting all day. Alright, Lanzig is in a hutch as eats of the long haul. Is there a bank here? I might need to pull out my melee gear. Wow, I don't think there is a bank. That's a bummer. Let me see about this dude. Can I safe spot him? Totally can. Okay, perfect. I guess this is a 1 in 17 drop, so I'll fast forward. It'll take a while to get it. Oh, hit points 48. Awesome. This is good to keep doing this with magic because I'm training up defense. I need to get defense really high, I think, for some of these quests. I'm starting to feel the weight of not having a high combat level. Like, we were able to do Fairy Tale 1 through flinching, but I feel like we're going to hit a brick wall. Maybe even in this quest I might have to stop and go level up combat for a while. Mostly getting attack and defense to 480. Okay, we're at 17 kills and it's a 1 in 17 chance, so it has to drop soon, right? That's how statistics work. I gotta work on hitting the mute button. I keep forgetting. I've mentioned this in a preamble before, but that, like, the processing takes a couple milliseconds after I'm done talking to actually make it through to OBS, so if I hit mute too fast, it cuts off the last word. Practice. Literally dropped on the very next kill after I started complaining about it. We got it! Hey, it's the liar! 18 kills. One more than the projected number. Very nice. Alright, I'm going to take a short break to feed the cats. It is their breakfast time now. And then we'll be back with more Fremennik Trials. So if you've been watching the last few episodes, you may have looked at the timestamps in the chat log and been a little alarmed. So let me clue you in on my strategy. I'm sure everyone has joked before about staying up all night playing RuneScape and getting no sleep. Not something I want to do as an adult. Family and things to do. But I have found a great alternative that effectively gets you the same amount of time but makes you less miserable. My wife Andrea goes to bed at like 8 because we're old and boring. And sometimes what we'll do is I'll go to bed with her, and then when she falls asleep I'll come down and work on stream stuff or stay up. The problem though is that if I'm doing something like RuneScape where I just want to keep playing, I'll end up staying up too late, and then when I have to get up, I don't have enough sleep. What I've started doing is go to bed at 8 or so, and then set my alarm for 2 a.m. And at 2 a.m., if I'm like feeling refreshed, if I've had my 6 hours of sleep and I feel like I can get up, then I get up. And I have to like feel that urge to come down and do stream stuff or play RuneScape. If I'm not feeling it, I just sleep in. So it's the same kind of idea that, you know, I'm getting up super early to play RuneScape, but it gives me the option to bail, whereas if I stay up super late and go to bed at 3 in the morning, you know, the later I stay up, I have to get up at 7 to babysit. I have no choice. So I recommend this if you're an adult. I think that this works for RuneScape. in particular compared to maybe other MMOs because it's a very single-player MMO that you can get a lot done and actually need to get a lot done by yourself. So it doesn't have the usual issue of you can't play Final Fantasy XIV at 3 in the morning because one of your raid group is crazy like you is going to wake up at 3. But this might become a pattern that partway through an episode when it gets to be close to like 6 a.m. I'm going to go feed the cats. The timer in the corner is for Pacific time, by the way. I am in Mountain time, so a little bit later than what it says. Still pretty early in the morning. Alright, so it's like farmers getting up at 3 in the morning to take care of the cows, right? Something like that. So I gotta do this huntsman thing. Hunter's Talisman. I think I gotta go outside and find this dragon thing, and it looks like I should be able to safe spot it. So I'm gonna try to hunt that down really quick. Dragon is here, beware, and I have it safe spotted, so it should be good. Absorb the dragon's essence into your talisman. Awesome. Alright, that was one of the combat things. That's not going to be the hard one, though. Actually, so I need these rings of recoil to do the combat task. I'm like, yeah, I can make those. I've got sapphires. Apparently I need to make gold bars, which I completely forgot were a thing. I need 40 smithing for that. So I might take a break and do 40 smithing. I don't think it's going to be too much of a slog. It'll involve a bunch of mining as well, but... Oh, speaking of which, I should bust out that superheat item, right? Oh, actually, no, never mind, because we want to make steel, which I think requires having coal, right? Let me double-check the smithing guide. 2 coal, 1 iron ore. I have to find somewhere to mine for coal. Just turned in the quest to Sigley. Let's see about this liar one, Olaf the Bard. Huh. I have to enchant the lyre at an altar southwest of Fremennik. Really? This is crazy. That's what I needed the shark for. To enchant my lyre. That's so crazy. Southwest of Relica is a strange altar. Where though? This one maybe? This is the altar we need. Wow, this is so crazy. What can I do for you? Do an offering, you can enchant my lyre for me. Place an offering on my altar. Offering of a single fish, raw shark. The ability to play your lyre. Wow, enchanted lyre. That's so awesome. Wonder if the lyre is ever going to come up in a later quest. That would be kind of cool. How would I go about writing this epic? Gonna need an instrument. You have to make this yourself. About that. It's a long and drawn-out process. Just east of this village is an unusually musical tree that can be used to make very high-quality instruments. Cut a piece from it, then carve it onto a special shape. It'll allow you to string it. Use a knife as you would craft any other wooden object would be best for this. String your lyre. Golden wool. Okay, I guess I skipped some cool parts of the quest by grinding for the drop, but I would have had to have grinded out higher levels and a couple other skills. Need the blessing of the Fosigrimin to tune your lyre to perfection before you even consider a public performance. It's a lake spirit that lives just a little ways southwest of the village. Make her an offering of fish and you'll be ready for your performance. At least he explains exactly what to do here. I was worried that the whole enchanting it thing was something that people just found out one day, right? Raw shark, manta ray, or sea turtle. I'll be ready for your performance. Head past the bouncers and onto the stage and begin to play. Sing your own epic on the spot. I don't need a reminder. Talk to the bouncer. Go on through the door. Outerlander Bard here on tour. I doubt you're worse than Olaf. Noah is my name. I haven't much to say. And since I have to sing this song, I'll just go ahead and play. It's kind of catchy, irritating, but catchy. One of the greatest bards I've ever had the pleasure of watching performing. I certainly owe my vote. I hope we can duet together soon. Wonderful. That's so silly. Okay. Let me see what we're doing next. This is a complicated quest that you can do in a lot of different orders, so I've got other stuff to check out here. I need to get low alcohol beer down in Sears Village. I wonder if I could have just bought that anywhere. It's kind of cool. I feel like that's something people could figure out if they had seen the low alcohol beer before. I've heard this song way too much. Burned into my brain, right? Oh, actually, no, I don't want a beer. Maybe I have to go somewhere else here. Seriously, to talk to the poison salesman. What about Fremennik trials? Seem like someone with discerning tastes. How's about you try a new range of alcohol? Did you used to sell poison? Well, I did indeed. Peter Potter's patented multi-purpose poison. A miracle of modern apothecaries. The exclusive concoction was tested on. I already heard the sales pitch. Why don't you sell poison anymore? I ran out of stock. Business wasn't helped with that stuff that happened up at the Sinclair Mansion. This must be some other quest that's not a prerequisite for this one. Maybe I'll run into him again later. Into alcohol? Basic premise between alcohol and poison is pretty much the same, after all. The difference is that my alcohol is a unique property others do not. Ever been too drunk to find your own home? Ever wish that you could party away all night long and still wake up fresh as a daisy the next morning? Alright, so I thought that low alcohol beer was like a, like maybe something that you could get from a shop, but you had to find this specific NPC to know where to go here, I guess. Thanks to the miracles of modern magic, we've come up with just a solution. Peter Potter's patented party potions. It's just like beer. It tastes just like beer. It smells like beer, but it's not beer. It's like O'Doul's. All the great taste you'd expect contains absolutely no alcohol, except for no ill effects whatsoever. The clean, fresh taste you know you can trust. Peter Potter's paralyzing panic pins. He seems to have finished for the time being. So what do you say? All good stockists. How many inns actually sell this stuff? Nobody's bought any yet. You don't get drunk. I tried to push this product, but I don't think the world is ready for beer that doesn't get you drunk. A man ahead of my time. How much do you want for it? 250 gold pieces, yes. Low alcohol keg, got it. I guess we gotta walk back. We actually have to walk back to Fremennik now because there's something we need to do on the walk there. So I'm not gonna like do a fairy ring shenanigan. Council workman, hello. I'm gonna cross into your bridge and heading up to Relica then? I guess these guys are supposed to have like a Norwegian accent. I can hear it in my head, but I won't do it. Yes, actually I was. Then we fixed the bridge. Fix the bridge yourself? Real thirsty work too. Only some kind stranger would buy us a bit of beer to sup. Okay, I guess the inn at Sears. This is where you get hinted to talk to the poison salesman specifically. Okay. None of that non-alcoholic rubbish. Yeah, so it's like, if you talk to all of the NPCs, there's little clues all over the place, but you have to have talked to everybody. And you have to be really paying attention. It's like the book with the chimney sweep thing in Creature of Frankenstein, where you think it's just random flavor text, but it's actually relevance. Pick it up as a souvenir. I don't know, but you can use a tinderbox on it. It don't have to make a loud noise. Oh, it's like a cherry bomb? That must be why I need the tinderbox. Okay. That's weird. I think I can do stuff back in the town now. Oh my god, I have to distract them with the cherry bomb so that I can swap out the alcohol in the keg. That's funny. Okay. I need to figure out where to do it, though. The pipe outside? You're kidding me. That's crazy. Okay. Like a really loud bang when it goes off. It'd be a perfect distraction to help me cheat in the drinking contest. Interesting. I see you have a keg of beer. Are we to drink against each other? I see. This is how I trick him. Because of the explosion. And they're all checking it out. Wonderful. Start the drinking contest. This is so cool. Lovely stuff. You want to get the next round in, or shall I? You don't look so good there. Drink the whole keg. But it didn't affect you at all. I could see it. You could probably outdrink me. Funny fine drinking legs you got. Okay. Awesome. I I love the quest design in this game. I'm just going to gush on it almost every time we do a quest, because stuff like that is crazy, and like I said, I wish I had been playing this game when it came out to be one of the people figuring that stuff out as the quests were released, right? At this point, I don't think it's worth the time for recording it for stream for me to, like, wander stuck. I think using the walkthrough is probably right, but still get to experience the content for the first time. Alright. Sigmund the Merchant and Swenson the Navigator. Where's the market? Oh. Northwest, probably. Sigmund the Merchant. Where are you at? Steal from Fish Stall. What level do I have to be to do that? 42. Okay. I see that being good because you can use that to level cooking at the same time. It's not the Fur Trader. Pierre the Seer. I think is someone I can bank with, maybe? If a member of the Council of Elders to help me become a Fremennik. Prove me you have something to offer my clan. I'll vote for you in favor at the next meeting. Building behind me is my house. Inside I have constructed a puzzle. As a seer to the clan, I value intelligence very highly, so you may think of it as an intelligence test. Oh, cool. Give it a try. Barbarians are stupid. That is the opinion that Outerlanders usually hold of my people. That is because people often confuse knowledge with wisdom. My puzzle tests not what you know, but what you can work out. Oh, cool. Enter my house with no items, weapons, or armor. Then it is a simple matter of entering through one door and leaving by the other. Everything you need to complete the puzzle you'll find inside the building. Yes. Say I can bring nothing with me when I enter your house. Well, where's the nearest bank? The nearest bank to here is a place known to the Outerlanders as the Sears Village, some way south. Do you have an alternative? You can store all the weapons, armor, items that you have on you directly to your bank account. This will tax what little magic I possess, so you have to manually travel to the bank to withdraw them again. Yeah, sure. Cool. Let's give it a try. I won't use the guide for this unless if I get stuck. Combination lock on the door. Above the lock you can see there's a metal plaque with a riddle on it. Read the riddle. My first is in mage, but not in wizard. My second is in goblin, and also in lizard. My third is in night, but not in the day. My last is in fields, but not in the hay. So, these are letters. Alright, so M, G, or E. Let me pull up a notepad over here. M, G, or E. Goblin and also in lizard, so that's I or L. Night, not in day. Okay, night and day don't have any common letters, so it could be anything of N-I-G-H-T. My last is in fields, but not in the hay. Maybe it's not a letter puzzle. My whole is the most powerful tool you will ever possess. Powerful tool. What am I? Your brain, right? Or a mind? M-I-N in night, D is in fields. Oh, that's a cool way to make you enter it here. I guess you also have limited letters, so you could piece together what it could be, even if you didn't know the answer. Okay. Hopefully I'm right. It looks like it let me enter it, right? You have solved the riddle. Heck yeah. Search the boxes. Find a magnet hidden inside. Really? Open the chest. Some kind of balance attached to the lock, and a number 4 is painted above it. Okay. Balance, number 4. Can I use the magnet on it? Scales wobble a bit. Search the bookcase. Hidden behind some old books, you find a red herring. Coloring on it is some kind of sticky goop. Bet that doesn't do anything. There's a character in the young Scooby-Doo cartoon called Red Herring, which I thought was funny. Blue thread. Small hidden pick. Small pick for cracking small objects. Boy ship. Might be fun to play with in the bath. Nothing of interest. Just want to make sure I check everything here. Study unicorn's head. There's something unusual about the left eye of the unicorn head. It's not an eye at all, but a red-colored disc. Take it from the head. Red-colored disc that's seen better days. Something unusual about the red eye of the bull's head. Disc made of wood. Cupboard. Search cupboard. Bucket with a number 5. Oh, is it the classic puzzle that we've done like 5 times in Resident Evil now? It's also in Mass Effect and everything else. The Die Hard 3 puzzle. Jug with the number 3. Uh-huh. Okay. Got it. So, can I get liquid into this jug somehow? I thought it was going to be figuring out the weight of these objects, right? Okay, see if there's somewhere else I can go in here first. See them in the boxes, name of the boxes. See them in the chair. Study abstract mural. Huh. Did I use one of these on the mural? It's a perfect fit. Slightly too small and it falls back out. So I gotta find another one of these somewhere. Search crate. Can't reach that. Let's see if there's anything I haven't clicked in here yet. An ice box back here? What even is this? Frozen table. Jug. Toy ship. I wonder what I can use the frozen table with. Bookcases, table. Let me turn off OpenGL too in case there's any jank from that. There's a range, which maybe matters. Drain. Oh, and there's a, okay, here we go. Tap. So we're going to use the bucket on it, right? Classic puzzle. So now we've got 5 gallons of water, and we can put that in here. Now we've got 3 gallons of water and 2 gallons of water. Now we've got 5 and 2, right? Because now it can be 4 and 3. Oh, I fucked it up. Alright, let's try again. Yeah, because we do 5. Oh, I confused them. There's 2 in the bucket. So we dump the ones in the jug, we move the 2 to the jug. Now we fill the bucket. We put that extra 1 gallon into the jug. 4/5 of a full bucket. Got it. Cool. Oops. Take a strange looking vase out of the chest. Perfect counterweight and balances precisely. Strange vase. Something glinting inside. Shake vase. Something metallic inside. The neck of the vase is too narrow, so let's use the magnet on it. Looks like the toy ship doesn't have something to do with it. Can I crack the vase? Pick isn't strong enough to break the vase open. Can I, like, fish it out? No. Metallic object inside moves. Okay, come back to that in a second. I probably have to do something with the range. Maybe I have to use the... I thought the fish was going to be irrelevant, but we'll give it a try here. Coloring on it peels off separately as a red sticky goop. Okay. Sticky red goop. Yep, it's sticky, it's red, and it's goop. Figure out what I'm using the toy ship for. We got the 2 eyes from these heads here. Oh, I bet that's what the goop is for. Yeah. Now we have another red disc that can probably fit in this thing. Center of the mural falls out. It's a vase lid? Lid to a container. Can I combine it? Sealed vase. It lets me remove the lid, which tells me I have to do something with it before I put the lid on. Let's try filling it with water. Is it going to let me do that? Okay. Shake the vase of water. Some spills out the neck of the vase. Really spill out? Well, now that we've got something with water in it, now do we do something with the frozen table? Icy table freezes the water in your vase. Shake it. Pack in with ice and does not rattle. Doesn't seem to be metallic. Can I, like, melt it again in case I made a mistake? So I don't know what the purpose of the lid is, then. This reminds me of, like, an adventure game, like, Maniac Mansion. Ice turns to steam. Too thin to come out of the vase. Oh, maybe we can, like, fill it up so that it breaks? So it's gonna expand or something? Try that. Put a lid on it, and then let's try freezing it, maybe. The water expands as it freezes and shatters the vase. Left with the key encased in ice, okay. That's why we need the lid, otherwise I guess the water expands out the front. I wonder if you can examine the jug and it's like, yeah, there's some ice sticking out the top of it. So let's use the frozen key on the range to melt it. I can just use the key on this door, presumably. Solve my puzzle so quickly, I have no choice but to vote in your favor. That's so cool. Deposit items. Okay, he won't do it again. Gotcha. Very neat. Okay, so now I need to find other people. Let's look back at the guide again. I actually talked to him because it said something about being able to bank stuff, and I wanted to bank all that iron ore. I didn't realize he was one of the elders. Sigmund the Merchant. I assume this was the market here, but... Fur trader. There he is, Sigmund the Merchant. I gotta go back and get my money back, though, I think. It says I need 5,000 coins. Are you a member of the council? That I am. Count in your vote at the Council of Elders. Do a little task for me. Require a flower. Someone in this town has an extremely rare flower from a far-off land that they picked up on their travels. I'd like to demonstrate your merchanting skills to me, persuading them to part with it and then give it to me for my vote. Obtain this rare flower for me, then? Yes. Told you where to start looking and do it myself. Shouldn't need to leave this town to find whatever you need. Oh god. This is, I just looked at the walkthrough and just looking at the number of steps. This is a trading minigame, like, Ocarina of Time with a bigger on sword, right? Okay. So I'm gonna, without shame, follow the guide here. This is potentially a lot of random NPCs to talk to until we figure it out. Fisherman, looking for a sailor on the dock. Sailor. Ask about the merchant's trial. Ah, even the Outerlanders have heard of my mysterious flower. Can I buy it from you? I'm afraid not. There's a woman in the village whose heart I seek to capture, and I think giving her the strange flower might be my best bet with her. Let me have the flower and do something else to impress her? It's not a totally stupid idea. I know she's a lover of music, and a romantic ballad might be just the thing. Oh, maybe we can ask Olaf, okay. Okay, again, I'm trying to avoid reading ahead on the quest. If I feel like I can figure it out based on my awareness of the village, I'm going to try to do that first, but I will glance over if my intuition fails me or if I can't think of anything. Presumably this is just Olaf, right? That would make sense. Ask about the merchant's trial. I don't know where I can find a love ballad. As a Fremennik bard. It falls within my remit to compose all music for the tribe. I'm fully versed in all the various types of romantic music. Can you write me one? Thrilled at the chance to show my skill. Let me guess, here comes the but. But unfortunately, I cannot concentrate fully upon my work. These old worn-out shoes. As a bard, I'm expected to wander the land singing the glorious battles of our warriors. You can find me a pair of sturdy boots to replace these old worn shoes out. Okay. So, shoes. I actually... no idea. Is there like a shoe store in town? Quest start. Dairy churn. Dairy cow. Helmet shop. mining site, agility shortcut, clothes shop. Maybe the clothes shop. Go try it. Ask about the merchant's trial. Custom sturdy boots. Make you a pair if you're really desperate, though. Need them for Olaf. Stupid pride. Just had the ear of the chieftain for him to consider you as worthy of becoming a Fremennik. Make you a pair of sturdy boots for Olaf if you'll persuade him to reduce the sales tax placed on all shopkeepers. Does nothing but hurt my business. Okay. Well, in order to go to talk to the chieftain. How goes your attempts to gain votes? Merchant's trial. Suppose you have any idea where I could find a guarantee of a reduction on sales taxes, do you? I'm the only one who could authorize such a thing. It's not for me. I need it as part of my trials. Trust me to be very different to those I took as a young lad. While I'm not adverse in principle to giving a slight tax break to our shops, there will of course be a shortfall in the tribe's income that will need to be made up elsewhere. For many years, Sigley has been the only one in the tribe who knows the locations of the best hunting grounds. If you can persuade him to let the entire tribe know these hunting grounds, then we can increase productivity within the tribe. Sounds very fair. This one's pretty reasonable. I can find out who to talk to. I guess knowing to talk to the sailor first, I would have had to have looked that up, but everything else so far, it's pretty clear where to go next. Sigley. I could find a map to unspoiled hunting grounds, do you? Can I have it? Directions to my hunting grounds can mean the end of my livelihood. The only way I'd be prepared to give them up would be power, money, women, wine. A new string for my hunting bow. Not just any bowstring, I need a custom bowstring. Okay. Where would I get that? I have no idea. Ooh, I bought all the swamp toads. I might, when I have to swing back to the bank to do the rest of this quest, I might pop down to Sears Village and then warp to Varrock really quick and flip those swamp toads. And put up a buy order for more. Alright, custom made bowstring. Is there a arrow shop here? I don't think so. I'm gonna give up on this one. I'm gonna check the guide. Helmet shop. Okay. I'm not clicking the right way. I'm gonna start clicking one way while I look up. Maybe it'll be the right way. Ask about the merchant's trial. I have a few bowstrings in stock, but what an outerlander be wanting with equipment like that? I made his bow in the first place, so I'll be able to select the right string for you. Just one small problem. The string is very rare. It takes a lot of time to recreate. Not sure you have the cash for it. More to life than just making money. Making weapons is good money, but it's not why I do it. I heard a rumor that one of the fishermen down by the docks caught some weird-looking fish as they were fishing the other day. What I hear, this fish is unique. Nobody's ever seen its like before. This intrigues me. I'd like to have it for myself. Make a good trophy. You give me that fish, I'll give you the bowstring. Sounds good to me. Ooh, actually, I was just thinking, I need to put off this quest until I can get smithing to 40 to get the gold bars. But I think I can just steal gold bars with telekinetic grab from the Varrock bank, right? And I can just world hop to get more of them. I have enough nature runes to do that. So cool, we'll actually be able to finish the quest. I'll try to do that when I leave south to get my 5,000 coins. I guess I should have done everything before doing Pier the Seer, since he deposits all your shit. Okay, he wants rare fish. I think we already saw the fisherman, right? Not Torfin, but that guy. Exotic and extremely rare fish. You have it? Can you trade you something for it? Exotic looking as it is, it's bad eating, and happily traded if you can give me the secret map of the best fishing spots the Navigator has hidden away. Okay, I don't think I've met the Navigator yet. Oh, he's one of the people that I need to talk to do the quest in the first place. Okay, so it's a house southwest of the Long Hall, it looks like. Maybe I can pick up his steps too. Here he is. Hello. Ask about the merchant's trial. I suppose you have an idea where I could find a map of deep sea fishing spots, do you? Lower map secure right here. Great, can I have it? There's all the prime fishing locations. It's very valuable to our clan. I'm afraid I can't just give it away. Trade for no less than a weather forecast from our seer. Weather is extremely important for plotting the best course. The seer is always too busy to help me with a forecast. I need to persuade him to take the time to make a forecast somehow. Okay. What about your other quest here? Gain your vote at the Council of Elders. You wish to stop being an Outerlander? I understand that. Just pass a little test for me to prove you're worthy. Serve our clan as a navigator. The seas can be a fearful place when you know not where you're heading. Something happened to me, and all members of our tribe have some basic sense of direction so that they may always return safely home. If you're able to demonstrate to me that you too have a good sense of direction, then I will recommend you to the rest of the Council of Elders immediately. Below this building I've constructed a maze. Should you be able to walk from one side to the other, that will be proof to me. You try my challenge. Yes. The maze was designed by myself, and it is of the most fiendish complexity. Huh. Oh god. Is it just random? Okay. Try to keep always going one direction. Okay. I'm probably gonna have to look this up. Swenson. Each room in the maze are 4 portals: north, south, east, west. The trick is to spell his name. Oh, that's great. So, south, west, east. I love that they don't hold your hand. Like, it would be cool if I had figured this out, but... Actually, this game has a lot in common with adventure games now, the more I think about it. Where sometimes you get stuff where, if you know what to do, it feels really good, but a lot of the time you're going to have to use a guide to figure out what's next. Awesome. You finished my maze. I'm genuinely impressed. Can I rely on your vote? So you gotta go find the weather casting seer guy. Oh yeah, Peer the Seer. Means I can get a weather forecast. A weather forecast then, please. It's a simple matter for me, but I'll require something in return from you for this small service. Knew you were gonna say that. Don't fret. Require a bodyguard. Find someone willing to offer me the service. Okay, so I have no idea where that is. Thorvald the Warrior needs to agree to be his bodyguard. And they're in the... Am I walking the right way this time? In the helmet store. Got it. I'm stupid, it's up here. I thought it was one of these buildings. I thought it was this one. It's actually this one. Thorvald. Do you have any idea where I could find a brave and powerful warrior to act as a bodyguard? Know you not who I am, Outerlander? There are none more brave or powerful than me amongst all the Fremennik. Well, the bodyguard is below me as a noble warrior. You might as well ask me to babysit the children. I was steeled in battle. I dreamt of earning my place at the champion's table in the long hall. Only a fixed number of places available at the table, and these places are all filled many moons ago by others. My worthiness is undeniable. The only way I may take my place is if one of those there already die or give their place voluntarily. Did you go kill one of them for you? What? No, not at all. I'm shocked you would suggest such a thing. Persuade one of the revelers to give up their champion's token to you. Okay, so that's probably the one guy I already talked to. Manny the Reveler. Find a token to allow to see at the champion's table, do you? Surviving over 5,000 battles and raiding parties. Listening to the epic tales of the bard and drinking beer. You don't want to give it away? Sounds better than it actually is. I miss my glory days of combat. Beer here isn't great, and the bard's music is lousy. Barkeep is one of the best in the world and has worked in taverns across the land. When she was younger, she experimented a lot with her drinks and invented a cocktail so alcoholic and tasty it's become something of a legend. Decided cocktails are not a suitable drink for Fremennik warriors and vowed to never again make it. And here every day since she returned, hoping that someday she might change her mind. Persuade her to make her legendary cocktail. I'll be happy to never let another drop of alcohol pass my lips. Give you my champion's token. That's all. Okay, so who's the bartender here? Thora the barkeep. I suppose you have any idea where I could find the Longhaul Barkeep's legendary cocktail, do you? How did you hear about that? I didn't think anybody knew about that. In my younger years as a barkeep, I wandered the lands trying various alcoholic delicacies. Do you ever realize just how many different types of alcohol there are in Gildor? Yeah, from the bar crawl at my first quest, I do remember. I used a fusion of various drinks from all around the world to create the greatest cocktail ever made. I still remember how to make it, right? Of course. You have all the ingredients here? I don't need to go chasing around the world for obscure ingredients to make it? No, I have them all here. Why? Can you make me your legendary cocktail? I'd rather not. It's a reminder of a life I left behind when I came back. Maybe I could change your mind. You know, ask Aladdin? Get outside? Sure. He's nothing but a pest. Keep sneaking in and stealing beer. Shudder to think what it'll be like when you pass the trial of manhood. Just allowed to hear legitimately. You get him to sign a contract promising that he will never, ever, ever darken my doorway here again. You get the drink. Probably willing to exchange for some cash. All this to exchange for money? That's pretty great. Ask Aladdin. Do you have any idea where I can find a written promise from Ask Aladdin to stay out of the long haul? Can't believe she asked you to get a written promise from me to stay out. She really did. The long haul's so much fun. I'd live there if I could. Give you the written promise. Give me 5,000 gold. Yes. Trying to scam me, huh, buddy? Back with the cash. Okay. Awesome. So I'm gonna walk down to Sears Village. We're gonna stop at the bank. I'm gonna pop over to Varrock really quick because I need to do a couple things. I need to steal all those gold bars from the basement of the bank. I'll do that with some world hopping shenanigans. I need to check how many sapphires I have if we want to make as many rings of recoil as we possibly can. Then I'm going to go to the Grand Exchange and pull all the legs off the frog that I just bought, flip them, maybe make another buy order for more. Wonder if there are other items like that where, like, you can just click them to convert them and, like, people are willing to pay a premium to not have to do the clicking themselves. They might not know about how easy it is to right-click in the bottom right corner of the screen. I noticed while I was doing it earlier that if you don't click the frog in the bottom right corner, then you can't left-click immediately. Like, your mouse has to move slightly to select the option. But I have it set up where I can basically spam it, which is great. Air runes, fire runes. I need to buy more air runes. I'll do that while I'm in town. Law runes. Get my money back out. I'm gonna need fire staff, nature runes for telekinetic. No, I guess law is telekinetic crab. Graceful setback. Temporarily, I'm going to be putting it back when we're done making the enchanted sapphire rings because I can't afford to risk dropping it if I die in this fight. The fight coming up is supposed to be super hard, and I really don't have that high of combat stats, so more than a little nervous about it. Alright, let's see. We want to go replenish air runes first. And then after air runes, we're going to go to the bank and steal the gold bars. And then keep the potential cash engine running with swamp toads. I'm probably going to hit equilibrium price though, and it won't be profitable if I keep doing it. babysitting duties are starting early today. I had to step up and get the door. I'm going to go ahead and grab these gold bars and do all that stuff I was describing earlier. I'll just stay muted for it, and then we'll take a break. And I'll come back and finish this quest afterward. From your perspective, no break will have happened. It'll be great. I'm actually super interested if I can superheat item without having a requisite level of smithing. Nope. The nature rune and law rune systems in this game, along with high alchemy, I think are genius for the economy because it kind of drives the price of many objects down to bound to the price of law runes and bound to the price of nature runes, which seems to be based on the hassle tolerance of people with a high enough rune crafting level, right? It means that most things aren't garbage. My plan with these swamp toads is to empty my inventory of money every time that I buy them and sell them, and then just reinvest the money back into it over and over. I just made about 28,000 gold from flipping. Basically zero effort. I guess the difference is that I have to wait for them to buy. I can't just sit there and make the money instantly. But it's still pretty good at the end of the day. So I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of my prep here. Oh hey, it's the Frog Prince quest. I never get a chance to do this. Well, with the crown. Kiss? Alright. Thank you so much. Return to my fairy tale kingdom. Take this as a reward. You can exchange it there at close door for a costume. Alright, so I was about to say I'm going to go make my Rings of Recoil, which is just going to be boring. Bunch of trips to the smelting furnace, so be back soon before I take my break. Okay, I got the promise, and I'm going to take a short break, and then when we come back, we'll finish the trading minigame, and we'll attempt this difficult boss fight. Which hopefully I've got enough stuff for. It's going to be a big pain if I die to just try it again. It'll be really hard to get back to where we were. Hopefully this food is sufficient. We'll see. Alright, we're back. Fremennik trials. Let's, I think it's probably Fremennik. Fremennik sounds better. We're going to try to finish the trading game. And then I'm going to try to do this really tricky combat challenge. I might try to back out and get one more food. Once I have space for it, we'll see. I'm gonna get legendary cocktails. It looks legitimate. It's on the house. You make my life so much easier. Little Weasel will have to abide by this written promise that Askeladd will never ever enter the long hall again. Can't get around this one. Yeah, I probably won't see someone called Askeladd coming in here. Uh-huh. Totally not gonna change his name, right? Got your cocktail for you. It's a legendary cocktail. Waited for this day ever since I first started drinking. It's just a drink. No, it's an art form. A drink such as this should be appreciated and admired. It's like a fine painting. Alright, so now I gotta go talk to... I think I remember the reverse order here. It's in the helmet shop, right? I told you not to maim myself. Good thing I have the champion's token right here. Suffer the indignity of playing babysitter. It means I can revel with my warrior equals in the long haul afterwards. Here is my contract. Very cool. Let me see if I can accept his next quest. You a member of the council? Of course I am. You could vote for me. An Outerlander wishes to become a Fremennik? Fremennik? Ha! That is priceless. Not totally against the concept. Hold this against you. You can prove yourself to be fierce in a combat situation. How can I prove that? You want to fight me? Bring it on, right here, right now, buddy. Spirit doesn't always make a good warrior. It takes both skill and spirit to be so. I have a test that I give all Fremenniks. The path to be a member of the clan. This will challenge with your combat prowess and bravery. Should you pass it, you'll earn my vote. Be prepared for the battle. No. Okay. So I think he sends me straight to it if I talk to him, would be my guess, so I have to be careful. Alright, we gotta talk to Pierre the Seer, who's gonna give me the thing. Weather forecast. Here's the contract. The mighty Thorvald himself. Okay. Navigator wanted... Ooh, baby impling. Oh, I have no inventory space. More space, really? Ball of wool. It's a thing that Swampletics needed to get from a baby impling, right? Because there was no spinning wheel in Mauritania. We want Swenson, that was genius. I would not have figured that out, but with hindsight it makes perfect sense. Hello. Your map of fishing spots. Here's the weather forecast. You have my gratitude, Outerlander. Fishing patterns. Goes to the fisherman. I forget what he gives me. I guess we'll see here in a second. Yeah, the stupid rare fish. Ah, shoot. Who asked me for a fish? Was it the... Helmet store. Right, because they were going to give me the bowstring. That's a nice fish. Very pleased. Take the bowstring. Thank you. Thank you. Saley the Huntsman. Gives me the locations of all the hunting places, and I have to bring that back to the Chieftain. Give me your map to the hunting grounds. Just getting too dependent on it for my skill anyway. Not Eldgrim, not the Reveler, not Bjorn. Brunt the Chieftain. Got the hunting map for you. Take my financial report, promising reduced sales taxes on all goods. Awesome. That was the clothing store, right? So you don't know how much more we have to do after completing the difficult combat part. So the Merchant's Trial. Tell Olaf to come to me next time for shoes. Thanks for the reminder about Olaf. Didn't actually remember where we were headed next. Olaf has the love ballad, right? Take this song with my compliments. It's one of my finest works yet. I want to see what it says. A hauntingly beautiful love ballad, okay. I like the low effort one that the devs wrote for performing on the stage. It's great. I have that flower. Olaf? Well, deal's a deal. Better than the usual rubbish he comes up with. Seaman the Merchant. By far the longest quest, other than the one I'm about to start, I think. Hello there. Here's that flower you wanted. No choice but to recommend you to the Council of Elders. Fantastic. Only Fremenniks can trade with this merchant, I see. I kind of want to get one more piece of food, just in case. So I can grab this oyster, maybe. Maybe it has meat in it. Super nervous. Open oyster. Guess it didn't have anything. Probably cook some beef really quick. Make some chicken. I'll try it. I'm short one healing item. It's not going to be the end of the world, right? Ooh. I guess does the bucket of milk heal me? Is that how that works? No, I can only empty it. Okay, well, I'm nervous, but I kind of just have to try it, so we'll see what happens. If I screw it up, it's going to be really hard to try again, so hopefully I am prepared enough. We'll see. I'm going to try to use my cakes for phase 1. I guess he gets faster and faster as the fight goes on. Right here, right now, buddy. Yes, I'm prepared for the battle. This ladder here will take you to a place of combat. I have placed a special warrior down there to challenge you. Battle him to the death, and you will pass my challenge. At any point you wish to leave, simply climb back up the ladder. If you leave, you will of course fail the test. You may retry my test in the future if you fail, but you must stay down there until the death. If you wish for my vote at the council. Beat him 3 times to prove you're worthy. 4th time you fight him will be to the death, so do not show cowardice. Do not enter the battleground with any armor or weaponry of any kind. Speak to the seer. Explore this battleground and find your foe. Got my staff now, which should help a little bit. Pound accurate. There he is. Phase 1's doing okay. Oh, I should turn on some prayers here. Shit. Not hold back so much this time. Now we fight for real. Hope for the best. Shit, I forgot that the summer pies had 2 uses, so I should have brought all summer pies instead of all these cakes. I need to have the heart rate monitor on for this. This is freaking me out. Probably would have been fine if I had brought all summer pies. Show some skill at combat. I will hold back no longer. I think I only needed to beat him in the phase 1 there. God, he goes ham on you at the end. This is where I could use all of my rings of recoil if I had the food to survive this phase. But I don't. It's too bad the ring of recoil doesn't work whenever I block damage, you know? He goes nuts on you. Whew. Your recoil is shattered. Well fought, Outlander. Now come down from there. You've passed my trial with flying colors. You didn't manage to beat Koshé. I didn't say you had to, Outlander. All I asked was that you fought to the death, and you did. The death was your own. Not interested in how strong you are. I was interested in how brave you are. That's cool. Awesome. Oh shit. Oh god, I'm glad it healed me to full when I came out. That would be so mean. Would have been my first death opening a trap chest, right? Alright, well, that's very exciting. We did it. I used... Oh, I still had a cake left. I didn't even see that. I used basically all of my food. Fantastic. So what do I do next? I think we might be done. I think we did it. My heart was pounding at the end. Yeah, I guess I was trying to win, so I brought so many rings, because I guess if you make it to phase 4 and you win phase 4, you get Fremennik Blade, which is a basically the same as an Addy Scimitar, and I can't get an Addy Scimitar yet. I guess I could try to farm it, because I guess the guards drop it sometimes. I'd like to get a weapon upgrade anyway. Koshé the Deathless. Guards say it's a rare drop, so it's probably not happening. Helm might be good. The same stats as an Adamant Full Helm. I guess I have an Adamant Full Helm already. Shield is probably good. Same stats as an Adamant Kite Shield. Okay. Try to find all the Fremennik gear here. You need to complete this in order to wield it. Cool. Alright, talk to Brunt the Chieftain. Yo. How goes your attempts to gain votes at the Council of Elders? I have 7 members prepared to vote in my favor. We personally welcome you into the Fremennik. May you bring us honor. Fuck yeah. Oh man. 3 quest points, 2.8k XP in each of Strength, Defense, Attack, Hit Points, Fishing, Thieving, Agility, Crafting, Fletching, and Woodcutting. Damn. It is the honor to be. You are an Outerlander no more. In honor of your acceptance in the Fremennik, you gain a new name to be known as. You will be called Mort'ton. Okay. Defense 37. Attack 34. Fishing 32. I guess that's the only one where we've skipped a level. And Thieving, but we were getting pretty high in Thieving anyway. You can now pickpocket from robes. Crafting 40. I'll take a free crafting level, yeah. There's stuff I can do with that also. Fletching 31. Woodcutting 37. See, I like this stage that we're at. I'm glad that we got almost all the skills to 30 before starting questing, because it seems like the quest rewards are calibrated to give you about 1 level. And I enjoy getting 1 level from questing. I just don't want to skip all of the early fun levels. Except on farming. And if I had gotten away with it, maybe rune crafting. Though it seems that it's worth it that we leveled a bit in rune crafting, because the quests will bump us really close to that 50 target we need to wrap everything. Okay, well, now I can go to the whole reason of doing this was to cleanse the account, right? To pay back the debt of the Mithril Square Shield. So I need to find out where that is and how I get there. Yeah, 'tis so. Talking to more gunners. Northeasternmost pier. Okay. All the way to the top, I guess. Hopefully the town has a bank. Yeah, it looks like it does. Hello, are you Mort'ton? I am, but who are you? Word's wife. Speak with my husband, he's been looking for you. Yo. I am Mort'ton. Word Gunner is a humble ferryman. I come from an island north of here called Yatis So. My wife Maria is from Nate. Nate is not. Yeah, it is. No, it isn't. The king of Yatiso has requested I take you to him as he has an important task for you. Tell you about Yatiso's history. The history of the isles is a bloody tale. I'm told in its intended form it takes 9 days and 9 nights. I'll give you the abridged version. 4 generations ago, there was a mighty king who ruled wisely and was loved by all. He had many sons, most of whom proved themselves in the usual Fremennik ways of fighting, sailing, drinking, and so on. His youngest 2 sons, however, were a problem. Ever since they were old enough to hit one another, they had bickered and fought. Their names were Yatis-So and Natis-Not. At the time, it was customary for the king's sons to claim a prize from his treasury when they came of age. Each brother rallied support and strode out to confront the other on the field of battle to claim the same prize. The brothers met on the field. Limbs were bruised, bones were crushed, and heads clashed. Probably didn't notice the head clashing bit, too thick-skulled. Carry on, dear. Long into the night they fought until they stood alone facing each other. On the second day, the old king, whose patience was exhausted, strode onto the field and demanded to know who had claimed his prize. Yatis-So looked at his father and told him yes, it was his, to which the other called out, no, it's not. And so the argument continued through to the 3rd day with the sounds of "Ya, 'tis so, nay, 'tis not." It was a good clip around the ear. The brothers lay unable to move, let alone stand. The king stood between them in shame. As punishment for their squabbling, he banished his sons from his realm, ordering that neither should return until they had conquered lands of their own. Yatis-So set sail with a band of loyal followers, sailing to the east, while Natis-Not went west. At last, a promising land was sighted, a land rich in minerals, deep fjords, and sweeping mountains. Yatis-So claimed the land and named it after himself. A mighty citadel was constructed to protect the land, then Yatis-So sent forward to explore his new kingdom. Spied an island which remained green and fertile. Okay, so he's like Leif Erikson. Served a wooden stockade. Determined to be master of all the land, Yatis-So stood in front of the gates. He looked up and demanded those within the stockade surrendered. Is it his brother? They both sailed, they went around the world. No, it's not. Quite recently, a massive troll army seized one of the islands to the north while our township's militias were busy fighting one another. Razed Natis-Not to the ground while Natis-Not's troops laid siege to Yatis-So. I had to replace my entire wardrobe. Yes, dear. Can you ferry me to Yatiso? Story in this game is great. Nataznan and Yatiso. Miscellanea, it's Ceteria, Waterbirth Island. I think I've run into some stuff that I wasn't able to do earlier due to not having access to Waterbirth Island, so I'll have to look into that later. Popping at the bank, grabbing money from the bank, and then we're going to try to track down the shopkeeper that has the thing we need. Yeah, what else do I need in here? Law runes, air, fire, nature. Okay, sweet. Who's the armor shop here? Plate body shop. So I'm talking about... Oh, and I need money. I even said that while I was in the bank. It's gonna take me forever to remember. I can't wait to be done with this debt. Didn't even have to get to 58 smithing. Mithril square shield. I think if I had bought any other Mithril shield, it may have turned out okay. Okay. I think that's everything. I guess that anvil's really close to a bank compared to other ones. The ones in Varrock are super close too. Oh, there's a fishing shop? Have anything special there? Check it out before we go. Went to all that trouble to do the Fremennik quest just so I could pay my stupid debt that I probably don't even need to worry about. Trade. Shark, swordfish, lobster, cod, salmon, tuna. I see. Alright, back to Varrock. We can finally and totally cleanse this account forevermore. Take the one out that I want to sell as noted. No, I could just do it at the Grand Exchange Doi. Actually, so OS Buddy apparently tracks all of your purchases. The site's not currently working to see your buy history, but once they fix that, before the series is over, I'm going to look at all the purchases we did make, like scroll teleports, runes, that sort of a thing, and try to pay that back in the end game. I feel like I could probably farm up the chaos runes, the law runes, the nature runes, the scroll teleports. I think that's like the bulk of what we've obtained, right? Oh, it's over. It's done. Alright, so the shit I have in my bank now, I did the Bill and Ted thing. I went back after the report and I dropped the set of gear behind the sign. I've fulfilled the duty. I feel less gross now. We also finished returning all of the pure essence that we had bought. So that is fixed. The only other conceivable thing that we'd have to repay is Law, Nature, Chaos Runes, Camelot Teleports. I think I bought like a total of 10 of those or something. I guess some Cosmic Runes I bought recently. And I suppose we'll see what else comes up in the buy history. I maybe bought anti-poisons, which I can craft now. I'm not going to be as stressed about repaying the rune debt. That's going to be like toward the end of the playthrough thing when I've got high stats and everything and more teleports and have an easier time doing it. Thank you. I guess past Marstead say thank you, future Marstead, for loaning that shit to me. Shit, now I can do whatever I want. I don't have that gnawing at the back of my mind. What are we doing? Fairy Tale 1, Shades of Mort'ton. Fairy Tale 1 is done. I think I need higher stats to do Fairy Tale 2. Let's do the Shades of Mort'ton quest in Mauritania, because that lets me unlock some new content, right? Like, then I can craft the serums and get more Terramins, and then use the Terramins to make more serums. Level up Herblore, because I would really like to get it to a minimum skill level of at least 25 for everything. 30 would be great. And then after Shades of Mort'ton, after doing all that Herblore crap, we'll do... I forget the name of it. It's like Unforgettable Tale or something. It requires 17 cooking, which we now have 21. And that should give us more than enough XP to get 25 cooking, which gives us another quest, which will probably get us to like 30 cooking. By cooking, I mean farming. So off we go. I forgot I probably could have fairy ringed here. Oh well. Try to remember next time. I'm so used to autopiloting my way to Canvas. Yeah, there's the ring. Okay. First thing it says to do is jump to world 377. So I'll go ahead and do that here. Guess everybody does the temple building there. Trying to figure out what I need to be bringing with me here. 5 level 40 lore shades. Survive an onslaught, combat equipment, an axe, or some logs. Let me pop over in the bank and I'll start collecting this stuff. 5,000 coins, tinderbox, ashes. I actually do still have some ashes from when we were prepping earlier. And a hammer. Got my 5,000 coins, tinderbox. Need my ashes. I need 2. 2 ashes. An axe. Terramin we obtained during quest. 2 vials of water. Combat gear. Probably healing items, right? Replace one of these with a meat pie, just in case. I gotta pay back meat pies, I guess. Druid pouch. Is something about getting a flame tier hammer? Or at the Mort'ton General Store. 13,000 gold. Well, if I could cancel my buy orders. I don't think I can. I have to be at the market to cancel it. Darn. Darn diddy darn darn. Alright, I guess we'll see if there's people there. If there are people there, we can do it together. If not, then we'll do something else. Or I'll go back and get my money from Barak. Alright, so this is the first time ever. Every one of these quest walkthroughs is like, go use the fairy ring. I'm like, I don't have access to that, but now I totally do. For 50 agility or higher, take the ring with code VIP and use the hopping stone. Oh shit. Hell yeah. At last, a chance to use my degree. Fairy rings seem like they're super helpful for farming also. Except there's nodes all over the place. Southwest of Mortmire. Oh, this thing must be, that's gotta be OS Buddy that's telling me where these are, right? Use the hopping stone. Fuck yeah. Oh, that's so cool. Value. I guess normally you have to walk really far to get here. Through potentially dangerous terrain. I love it. Agility grind, paying off. Arbitrary quest selection up to this point, paying off. I feel like if I were to go really hardcore about the whole get everything that makes other things faster plan, I would need to get everything that gives me a teleport, right? But that would require that I have the knowledge to know which teleports are available where. Which I don't really. Afflicted. 37. They aggro, good to know. And they kind of hurt too. This is why we bring food. Saw the westernmost house in Mort'ton. There's the shelf on the wall. Wow, that's specific. Interesting looking book on the shelf. Can I de-aggro this lady? Read the book. Diary of Herbie Flax. At the Townsfolk are worried about the mist coming from the northeast. Ordered more fire logs from Razmeyer's shop. Let's find a more reliable source of fire need. Herbs like Harlander, Marentil, and Terramin in short supply. Primitive temple in the north, speak my curiosity. Saradomin protect us. Townsfolk are short in temper. Fight readily amongst themselves with the slightest provocation. I've been out with my assistant, Stemple here. She's an able assistant, preoccupied with her family life. Samples from Mort'ton appearing conclusive. Trades in Razmeyer's and charging higher prices for everyday consumables. How will we live? Guam wasn't successful. Synethylene processed with water and Terramin proving successful. Shit. Leave Brittany alone. Irby Flax is the name of the herbologist guy. In other words, this flame tier holds an interesting story. Local superstition talks about pagan rites and a sacred flame which could hold for permanence. Supernatural activity with shadowy creatures. Such utter nonsense, yeah, about that. Here in Mauritania. Mr. Mort'ton getting worse. The stagnation of the swamp is having an effect on the townspeople. So they turn into zombies. Solution 194 at a short recovery. Any hope that a cure can be found? I already show signs of the affliction. I feel like I'm reading a diary in fucking Resident Evil, right? Let's write this quickly. Solution 198 was a change to 194 with added snakeweed. It's a little effect. Solution 194 was the strongest so far. Increase the effectiveness with further refinement. Solution 194 revised to 207, which gives longer term but still not permanent relief. Yep, he's going nuts. What does that say? Raditz Oofus spokes me too. Wetslands and Dace Tinker. Index of solution. Water, Terramin, Firenate. Water plus Terramin. So can I make it now? Interesting. This shelf contains 2 Terramin. Smash table, rather. Selection of herbs. I'm gonna mix those with the ash now. Ha! Nice. Totes can. Okay. Reading the book allows you to create Serum 207. Awesome. Use the Serum 207 on the afflicted in town. Those are specific names. I guess you have to know that it was ash he was talking about. Multiple sets of ingredient light to create more potions. Oh shit. More shades. You need to fight these guys later, but not yet, I don't think. Make a Serum 207. Use it on Razmeyer or Kilgan in the general store. Hey, Drunken Dwarf. One that gives me beer. Beer and kebab. Razmeyer will ask you to kill 5 lore shades and collect the remains. You must talk to Razmeyer before you kill 5 shades, otherwise it will not count towards a requirement. You also must kill the shades yourself. You cannot buy 5 remains off another player. Gotcha. Use the general store versus northeast. Yeah, I wouldn't know who to use the serum on, right? Persian doesn't make any sense at all. Made your own serum, it seems to work well. Start to change back soon. What are all these shadowy creatures? Where's the spirits of the dead? I need you to kill 5 shades and bring me the remains so I can conduct experiments. Will you do it? Yes, I'll dispatch them. Okay, I need to slowly read the rest of the, or quickly read the rest of the text, so I can't read it out loud. Okay. Gotcha. So where are the lore shades? This guy? Let's see how I do meleeing them. I can always switch to something else if it doesn't go well. Huh, my XP orbs are missing. That's weird. I was using that before to tell if my combat purrs were working. I feel weakened. Strength sapped. And I'll try to restart the client after this shade dies. I like seeing the little XP pop-ups, silly as that is. Oh, Oh, maybe I turned them off by clicking that thing on accident. There it is. Phew! Never mind, restarting the client, everything's fine. Melee is just fine. Okay, lore remains, I don't have that much space for. More shadow. So I can eat stuff now. Someone else is fighting that one. Looks like they're trying to safe spot him too. Here's one. Oh, this guy suddenly hit me really hard out of nowhere. I didn't even notice it happen. It's okay, I need the inventory slots for the corpses. Might safe spot the next one with magic. I'm just trying to level up my melee combat abilities, right? I'm at level 54. It's not bad. Alright. Whoops, I had mute and unmute flipped, so you probably just heard me not talk as I was reading all that text, and then you heard a phone ringing as I turned my phone back on. Womp womp. I just read the text out loud and was interested by it. That's it. I panic when he says I'm going to turn back soon. So I'm not as quick to remember to turn stuff on. Unmute. I'm going to try going over there and see if there's already people there. It looks like there's plenty of players in this area. If there's not, I will try to raise some money and see what I can do to do it myself. Northeast. Minigame. Okay, so people are already in here building it. Gotcha. Enforce the wall. It's getting me some crafting XP. There's tons of people here, which should be fine. I just have to understand exactly how this works. Gradually increasing percentage of sanctity. Sanctity is earned by killing lore shades or using your building materials to build or repair pieces of the temple. Make the flame once the temple's been built and combine the olive oil with the sacred flame to create oil. You haven't sanctified enough of the temple yet. Okay. I don't know that I'm using a resource here. I don't think I am. Increase your sanctity to 10% first. Okay. No! Don't go there. We get up to 20% sanctity while doing this. Alright, I'm just going to mute and let it happen on fast. So it looks like I can I get my resources up, or sanctity up to 20%. Then I can do two things. I can turn my serum into one that will permanently heal the 2 NPCs, which will be useful. And then I can finish the quest itself. I'm also doing this for both the Herblore XP itself and for the ability to make the serum and potentially get more herbs out of it. Got my sacred oil. Now we're just going to get up to 20% sanctity to do the last thing we need to do. I can't believe how populated this game is on multiple servers. Like, people don't fuck around with old school RuneScape. This is a popular game. I ran out of materials, so I need to kill these things to get my sanctity up. Hopefully I have the resources to do it. We'll see. Get my free Herblore XP for giving the apothecary this thing. Use. Show the serum book to the apothecary. Trader for Herblore training. Great. Sweet. Gets us pretty close to 21 Herblore. We got a good chunk of the way to 41 crafting also. Which is good. I think we needed 40 crafting as a prerequisite for some other quests. Alright, so let's just go nuts with all the serum that we have remaining. all the herbs that we've got banked. Just try to do everything, and then I'm going to make a trip back to Mort'ton to use all my serum on the people there to see if they give me more Terramins and the like. We got all sorts of stuff to do. Fast forward a chunk of it here. Herb Lore 21. You get more ash. Should be able to do that fairly quickly. Quick tree out here, right? Help to have a tinderbox, so well. I really like the flavor of making the pyre logs in that last quest. It's really cool. I really gotta just start looking for people leveling fire making and pick up all their ash. This is super slow when you're doing it this way. Ooh, Swamp Toads just bought. Awesome. Hop over there real quick. Relist, and then I'm gonna step away for a minute. Yeah, so when I get back after I take a break here, I'm going to go use these serums to see how many Terramins it gets back for me. Should be able to use the fairy ring to get there and back pretty quickly. I think what else is on the docket? Said I wanted to finish getting 15% favor with his city is to get thieving on fruit stalls, but that's when we run out of other stuff to do. We want to get herb lore, farming, and rune crafting up to 30 before we do much else. So we'll focus on that first. Minimum quest or minimum skill level is now what, 21? It's pretty good. You don't have any skills that are lower than that. Very exciting indeed. Alright, gonna take a break. We'll be back later to do that stuff I said. Farming quests, rune crafting quests, herb lore quests. See ya. Good morning, we're back. We got about 2 hours left in this session. Try to do some more farming XP related quests. In the meantime, let me check on my frogs, toads, see if we can relist them. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to look up where we're headed next. Just be back in a bit. Okay, we're back. The level 17 quest for fishing that we need has 2 quests as prerequisites. One of them is fishing contest, the other one is the giant dwarf. So I'm going to go ahead and start those. Yeah, it looks like I have all of the necessary prerequisites for both of those. Fishing contest requires 10 fishing, 5 coins, a spade. That's it, I think. Okay. I'd love to be able to put placeholders in my inventory also, but go to either of the quest start points adjacent to White Wolf Mountain. I think I can do it from the Camelot side. Oh, I guess this is the quest. This makes sense since there's 2 quest NPCs you can start from in like a tunnel here. This is how you are able to cross this mountain normally without having to buy Camelot teleport tablets. Why not? Why can't I come in? It's the home of the mountain dwarves. How would you like it if I took a shortcut through your home? Siri, Lord of the Rings. Is this a shortcut to somewhere? It's a lot easier to go this way to get past White Wolf Mountain through the wolf-filled passes. Just stopping to say hello. Hello, then. It's down the stairs. Can't go down there. Why not? If you were my friend, I wouldn't mind it. Yes, but I don't even know you. Well, let's be friends. I love this game. I don't make friends easily. People need to earn my trust first. How am I meant to do that? A certain gold artifact we're after. We dwarves are big fans of gold. Artifact is the first prize of the Hemminster fishing competition. Fortunately, we have acquired a pass to enter the competition. Dwarves don't make good fishermen. Fortunately, I'm alright at fishing. Heck yeah, we got 32 points in it. I get to take some gold with you for the entrance fee. Okay, Hemminster. Stop at Sears Village and pick up garlic in the house southwest of the bank. Weird. Okay. Also need 5 coins. Can't go through here. This is private land. Need to find another way in. There's a door at the very tip top. You can get in there via fairy ring, but I don't think this quest requires fairy ring. Oh, you need to squeeze through the railing on the north side because the southern side is locked. Okay, my bad. It'll take a sec. So we need to get 3 worms from this vine fishing quest. I guess that makes sense. So I'm using the spade for it. Maybe we'll get hints to come here later. Grab a fishing rod. We're heading to Hemminster, which is south of McGruber's Wood. I think I have all the resources necessary for this. Competition pass, please. Show Morris your pass. Move on through. Talk to Monzo to enter the competition. So I guess I have to do something before I start the competition. Sinister Stranger. This is why we need the garlic. Because one of the competitors is a vampire? Oh, that's too funny. Okay. Yeah, okay, so I guess this is one of those things I don't think I would have figured out. I need to put garlic in the pipe over here to get something to happen later. Stash the garlic in the pipe. Oh, that's funny. Roll up, roll up. Enter the Great Hemminster Fishing Competition. 5 GP entrance fee. I'll enter. Marvelous. Time to roll. Nearly everyone's in their place already. You fish in the spot by the willow tree, and the Sinister Stranger, you fish by the pipes. What is that ghastly smell? I think I'll move over here instead. I see. Better go and take the area by the pipes then. Okay. Catch a giant carp. How are you doing? Have this big fish. Is this enough to win? Wait till time is up. You wait. Hand over your catch. We have a new winner! A heroic-looking person who was fishing by the pipes has caught the biggest carp I've seen since Grandpa Jack used to compete. Hemminster Fishing Trophy. Trophy is an actual item that you get. I love it. What does it do? I guess we just turn it in to prove that we won. Okay. So I wonder if there's like dialogue that hints at you using the garlic. Or it's just noticing that the wall pipe is interactable and that your opponent is a vampire. You got the sunglasses. So, you like fishing? Doctor told me to take up... My doctor told me to take up a relaxing hobby. Then I am stressed. I tend to get a little thirsty. You're a vampire, aren't you? Because I can't stand the smell of garlic and I don't like bright sunlight. It doesn't necessarily mean I'm a vampire. Okay, so that you might... I can see how that's the hint to it now that I know what you're actually supposed to do. Garlic the pipe and then take the spot. That's fantastic. Okay, we got another quest prerequisite after this one, so... Start pulling that one up as I had to turn this one in. Have you won yet? Yes, I have. Brilliant. You have the trophy with you. Right here. It's even more shiny and gold than I thought possible. Hey! Now we've got the tunnel shortcut available. By the tunnel. And now come and go freely, avoiding the wolves and dangers of the cold high mountain. You can even stop in for a beer or two. Fishing 33. Nice. I think that was only one level up. Alright, next prerequisite quest for the farming quest that we want to do requires another prerequisite quest. I want to do Giant Dwarf. That requires the Knight's Sword. Let me pull up the spreadsheet that we're working on. Oops, not the reruns database, sorry. Alright, so we got... that was... fishing contest. Yes. Cool. Awesome. Alright. Next one is the Knight's Sword, which is a prerequisite for Giant Dwarf, which is a prerequisite for Forgettable Tale. So, the Knight's Sword, where is this? This one seems pretty easy. White Knight's Castle in Falador. Okay. Need to grab some, water runes, I think. Need 2 iron bars, pickaxe, awesome spade here. 2 iron bars, my pickaxe. What else? Red berry pie. Will be purchased in the Cook's Guild. Haven't been to the Cook's Guild yet, but I'm pretty sure I unlocked it. Under the guild, players need 32 cooking and must wear a chef's hat, cooking cape, cooking hood or max cape, or Varrock armor 3. Huh. No kidding. Okay, and it's not far from the Grand Exchange, so that'll be my next step. I'm glad I saved my chef's hats, apparently. Chef's hat. Go pop in there and buy one of these. Oh, there's a bank in the Chef's Guild, that's cool. Bought my red berry pie. Hooray for 32 plus cooking. Guess I'd have to get it by other means if I didn't have access to this place. Pickaxe, iron bars. Okay. Go ahead and mark these items too. Yeah, we'll call this one blue. Wouldn't actually use it, but it's necessary to get somewhere. Okay, this one starts White Knight's Castle in Falador. Talk to Squire. Hello, I am a Squire to Survivin'. How is life as a Squire? Survivin's a good guy to work for. I'm in a spot of trouble today. I've gone and lost Survivin's sword. That is not great. Do you know where you lost it? I knew that. It wouldn't be lost, now would it? Do you know the vague area you lost it? Carrying it from him all the way from where he'd stored it in Lumbridge. Must have slipped from my pack during the trip. You know what people are like these days. Someone will have picked it up and kept it for themselves. Could make a new sword if you like. Be surprised if you could, though. The sword is a family heirloom. It's been passed down through Viven's family for 5 generations. It's made for the Inkondo dwarves, who are particularly skilled tribe of dwarven smiths. So will these dwarves make another one? I'm not 100% sure the Inkondo tribe exists anymore. I think Reldo, the palace librarian, and Varrock know. He's done a lot of research on the races Gaelenor. Okay, I'll give it a go. Sounds good. Reldo. It's Varrock, I think they said, right? Hello, stranger. What's up, Reldo? Guess we can do both of these in search of a quest. I have them here. In a book called The Shield of Ara, you'll find a quest in there. I'm not sure where the book is. I'm sure it's around here somewhere. Okay, so let me see if that actually shows on my quest list. It is. Perfect. What do you know about the Imkondo dwarves? For many hundreds of years, they were the world's most skilled smiths. They used secret smithing knowledge passed down from generation to generation. About a century ago, the once thriving race was wiped out during the barbarian invasions of that time. Few of them survived, but with the bulk of their population destroyed, their numbers have dwindled even further. I remember a couple living in Asgardia near the cliffs of the Asgardian southern peninsula, but they do tend to keep to themselves. They tend not to tell people what they're the descendants of the Imkondo, which is why people think the tribe is extinct. Try taking them some redberry pie. They really like redberry pie. Okay. Huh. The Mudsky Point? Let's see. I think it's this anvil down here. Okay. This is the dwarf. Thurgo. Yeah, he looks a little bit different. Hello, are you an Imkondo dwarf? Maybe, who wants to know? Would you like some redberry pie? You see his eyes light up. Never say no to redberry pie, they're great stuff. This guy's got the skill cape, that's funny. Mix a pie like that has to be alright. You make me a special sword. Bringing me my favorite food, I guess I should give it a go. What sort of sword is it? Make a sword from one of Falador's knights. He had one which was passed down through 5 generations, but his squire has lost it, so we need an identical one to replace it. All the Palladian knights used to have swords with unique designs according to their position. Did you bring me a picture or something? Okay, back to Falador. How are you doing getting a sword? Found an Imkondo dwarf, and he needs a picture of the sword before he can make it. Picture, eh? What I can think of is a small portrait of Survivan's father. Keeps it in a cupboard in his room. Where is that? Don't let him catch you. He mustn't know what happens. Sure. Go up the stairs. It's directly south of me. Wait, do I have to go up the stairs twice, maybe? Oh, okay, I'm going the wrong way. Hold on. This would be a big castle to search. Upstairs. I think this is the one we want. Hello. Greetings, traveler. Could I just distract you for a minute? I'll stop you if he's in the room. Have someone talk to him while you search the cupboard. Open the door to his room and wait for him to walk out. When he walks behind the door, simply search behind the cupboard. Oh, he's in the right room already, I guess. Take the small portrait. Fantastic. Okay. Back to Remington. Yo. About that sword. Found a picture of the sword I'd like you to make. Need some stuff in order for me to make this. I need 2 iron bars to make the sword. I also need an ore called blurite. It's useless for making actual weapons for fighting, except for crossbows. I need some as decoration for the hilt. It's a fairly rare sort of ore. The only place I know where to get it is under this cliff here, guarded by a powerful ice giant. Most of the rocks on that cliff are pretty useless, don't contain much of anything, but there's definitely some blurite in there. Need some mining experience to find it. Okay. I guess that's this dungeon here. Okay, was able to get the ore. I was just checking to see if I could turn on the plugin to make the countdown timer respawn, but maybe it doesn't for ores that don't matter, like this one. I noticed that blurite ore was in the skill guide, and I was like, what is the deal with this? What is this for? Alright, Thurgo. Here you go, friend. Have them right here. Give the blurite ore and 2 iron bars to Thurgo. Starts to make the sword. Thank you very much. Calling with more pie sometime. Very good. Lady and Knight Sword. Right back to Falador. Which we're not going to give the portrait back. Yo, I've got your sword. Seriously worried I'd have to own up to survive him. 12,000 smithing XP? Wow. We just skipped like 6 smithing levels. I guess that's not as frustrating to me with smithing, and not that far along with smithing. Still want to craft like one of everything, I think, eventually, for achievement diary reasons. Bunch of steel stuff. Oh, that's cool. Alright, so that was prerequisite for the giant dwarf. Oh hey, random event. Oh, it's the drunken dwarf. Deciding what I'm doing next to do giant dwarf. Hold up. I'll stop by the bank and drop this stuff off really quick. 20 mining, 20 smithing, completion of the knight's sword, logs, tinderbox, coal, iron bar, lawn air rune, sapphires. Shoot. Might have a problem with sapphires. Hold on. I made too many rings of recoil. Didn't realize I didn't need all of them. I might be able to buy some during the quest. Oops. Alright, so I need logs, tinderbox, logs, tinderbox. Don't need the chef's hat anymore. Probably gonna need the pickaxe. Coal. I do have coal. Iron bar. Law rune and air rune. Got you covered. Recut sapphires and stuff obtainable during the quest. Okay. Speak to the dwarven boatman in the dungeon east of Relica. That's all the way up here, right? Keldegrim, okay. Go back to my Viking homeland. I guess I should have used a fairy ring. I gotta find a fairy ring that I can get to more quickly. I think the one that's outside the Grand Exchange isn't super close. Figure out how much stamina it takes to get there. It's probably a knowable number. Run energy, I should say, I guess. Okay, fairy ring would have been way faster. I gotta get used to when I should be doing that versus walking a long way. So it'll be much easier once I can find some immediate fairy ring teleport. I can look into what's required to build it in my house. I'm guessing that's a more high level upgrade though. It's too useful, right? I think we've been through this tunnel before. I think we want to go through that cave entrance. Maybe we do. It's got dwarf statues. Dwarven boatman. Oh there, human. Lally ho. Wanna take a ride with me? It's the ferryman's for. I'm going to Keldegrim, my home. How much will that cost me? For a human like you, I can do it for free. That's a deal. Just waiting for my ship to arrive and then we can go. Sure you're ready to go? I don't mind it taking a few minutes. Cool. Whoa. Whoa, cutscene. Keldegrim, grand capital of the Dwarven realm. That's cool. 500 years passed since the rule of King Elvis. I think there's supposed to be something with OpenGL turned off, maybe? Out of the consortium, the gathering of mining companies were to serve the monarchy, but eventually the monarchy came to serve the consortium. At the time of his death, the monarchy was all but abolished. Now the kings and Kelder remembered a distant memory. Only the statue of King Alvis to remind the people of the old days. Whoa, big old steamboat. This place is really cool. I really like the look and design of it. Look at the camera work. Rise of the Red Axe, Part 1. Huh. This is our quest, first quest that has had like a overlay like this. Giant Dwarf. When is this a later release quest? No, 2005. There's the statue of King Alvis, guarding the entrance to Keldagrim. Can you go past it? That's right. Something's wrong. Arg! Oh no! You destroyed the statue. That seems bad. Order to the Black Guard, you are under arrest. Yeah, I understand why. I didn't do anything, it wasn't me. Windless human, Commander Veldemon wants a word with you. Identify yourself, human. I'm Melali, told I was under arrest. I had a little accident on the way in here. One who knocked over the statue of our glorious king. I didn't do it on purpose or anything. Don't worry about it. You haven't been ruled by a king for many a year. That statue is long overdue for replacement. You're not under arrest. I merely wanted to talk to you. I am Veldemon, son of Dondakan. I am the commander of the Black Guard in Keldagrim. I have a task for you. I want you to go and see the local sculptor and help him build a new statue. Yes, I will do this. You're a good human. Go to Blassadar, he's the sculptor who lives in Keldagrim East. Help him out while he rebuilds the statue. Okay, cool. Now, there's a bank. I'm looking for a gem shop. There should be one here somewhere. Eastern side of the bridge. Okay. Sculptor is where, though? Stonemason, probably? Oh no, he's across the bridge. Okay. Boots. Hey, he does sell them, thank goodness. Guess I'll keep that in mind. I was worried about not being able to get more of them if we needed to make more enchanted sapphire stuff. How many does it say I need? Lazadar the Sculptor. Yes, I am. I'm alive. Veldemon of the Black Guard sent me to see you. Said you might need some help with the statue. Not a sculptor. I'm a model here, you see, to base my statue on. I'm not a model. I do need errands run. Important errands, too. What do you need doing? Sorsham has commissioned me to rebuild the statue exactly the way it was, but the statue itself is broken into a million pieces, and we dwarves aren't very good painters. We don't have any paintings of it either. Not a very artistic race, are you? Not what I said. So we're not very good painters. Excellent with stone. Help with getting some items that I can base a new statue on. Can you help me with this? Yes, I will do this. Need the following. Boots. Most exquisite boots you can find. But they look like the original, the better. Clothes that look like King Alvis's clothes. And a battle axe. This original axe still survives. Cool. Where am I supposed to find all this? I don't know. You're supposed to find that out for me. Okay. So I guess the intended gameplay loop is you just explore the whole town and talk to every NPC and search every room. Okay, cool. Alright, clothes fit for a king. Southern corner of the eastern marketplace. Mundi. In my clothes stall. Looking for some special clothes. Sculptor trying to rebuild the statue of King Alvis. The statue's in a terrible mess, isn't it? I can hear the tumult from here. I know someone who can. Who's that? Movie Librarian in West can help you along. Keldrum West, the other side of the Kelda. Bring the designs to me and I'll fix you up some clothes. Okay, cool. Nice. Near the bridge on the west side of Keldrum. Oh, okay, that's right next to me. Talk to the librarian. Welcome to the Keldrum Library, human traveler. Hear anything about King Alvis's clothes? Helping the sculptor rebuild the statue. There's a book somewhere in the library that might help you. It's the Scholar's Guide to Dwarven Costumes. It contains the designs of the costumes of a lot of old kings and dwarven dignitaries. Top shelf of one of the bookcases. Upstairs, downstairs? Okay. It's a lot of bookcases. Just off the book you just retrieved and read the title, Scholar's Guide to Dwarven Costumes. Just what you need. Oh, that was quick. Okay, very good. This back to Vermundi. About those special clothes again. Look right here, have a look at it. Definitely help you with this. Only have one small problem. I've run out of fuel for my spinning machine. What does it run on? Steam, of course. Used up all my coal and wood and I don't have the time to leave my stall to get them. Coal and logs. I already have all those, so I'm going to put them in the machine. Drop the special clothes. Got them right here, and I put them in the machine, dear. Oh, is this an excuse to use fire making? That's funny. Successfully start the engine. I wonder how many different ways of using fire making they come up with between 1 and 99. The one with the pyre logs, the Shades of Mort'ton quest, was pretty good. Can I have those clothes now? Small payments. Wow, after all that work? 200 coins. Man, there's lots of cutscenes in this one. It's kind of cool. It's very polished. Examine exquisite clothes. Too small for me. Better take them to the sculptor. Okay. What this place looks like with the roofs turned on. Hold up. Haven't got your boots yet. Have reminded me of these clothes. Battle axe? Still looking for it. Okay. Talk to the sculptor's model. I have some clothes for you to wear. Thank you. The weapon shop. So I'm curious what he's got. I haven't looked at a weapon shop in a minute. Mithril battle axe, mithril sword, adamant sword. I might want the adamant sword. I don't think it's that much worse than a scimitar. Looking for a particular battle axe. Fancy particular color? Blue's quite popular, and red is on the rise. Now I'm looking for a King Alvis's axe. King's axe? What did a human want with it? Trying to fix the statue. I'm entirely sure it was merely an accident. What did you need it for? Lazaro the sculptor needs it for his statue. My family's care for a few generations. I got lost. My great-grandfather found it at the banks of the Kelda, further downstream from the city. Can I see it? No. Not much left of it, to be honest. The blades almost completely rusted away, and the sapphires in the hilt were stolen or were washed away by the river. Sure, this is the real axe. Not entirely, but it matches the description. This is tedious. I've lost interest. Perhaps I can repair the axe? Sapphires, perhaps, if you're a skilled enough crafter. It's far beyond your capabilities. You're a decent smith, that's cool. Oh, I know where I can find an Imcondo Dwarf. I love the way the quests tie together in this game. It's so cool. He made a sword for me a while ago. Really, that is amazing news. He lives on a cliff at the very south end of Asgardia. It's a nice little message by the player for the player. In case you haven't been there in a while. Take a cart to Ice Mountain from the station here. Will not disappoint you. Okay, so I think I can put my sapphires in there. So that was with crafting that I was able to do that, I assume. Alright, before I go do this next one, let me try to start the boots side of the quest. Welcome to my store. Actually, I might be. Do you have any adamant stuff? I think I want that adamant chain body. I already have an adamant helm. Interested in buying anything. Looking for a pair of special boots. Kind of boots. Boots fit for a king. A pair of exclusive boots. They're not armored, but they look nice. Sold them, come to think of it. I don't normally stock boots. No, nothing that's appropriate for a king. Who do you sell the boots to? Old chap in the west part of town. Name is Droman. Quite well known. Not for his wealth, but for his peculiarities. Got the door, head north. You have the headquarters of the Black Card on your left and the bank on your right. Keep heading north and you'll find Droman's house on your right. You're going to try to get the boots off him. Good luck. He'll need it. Thanks. Let me pop this adamant stuff into the bank. I might look up the remaining adamant gear, because I think I still need, shield, legs. See if I can buy some of it. Actually, let me look that up now, even though I'm not going to do it now, just so that I have a plan. Okay, so it looks like the only other piece that I can buy right now is the plate skirt or the plate legs and Alcarid, so we'll do that later. I did, while I was looking at this, find an adamant halberd. I'm like, okay, so what's a halberd? And halberds let you... They're melee weapons that let you safe spot. So I'm like, sweet, I want to craft a halberd. How do I do that? I can train some melee safely, maybe when we're doing Slayer, if I can find a safe spot. I guess there's a really long quest chain you need to do to unlock halberds, so I might want to do that. I'd like to get my melee skill up. It's currently suffering behind my magic skill. We're not going to do it now. We continue on the quest to get smithing. Let's see, what is it? I want to get farming and runecraft and herblore all to 30. And after doing that, I want to probably do this quest line that gets me halberds. Although I also need to do all of the quests that unlock the remaining teleports of Watchtower, Ardonia, and Trollheim. So we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, but just adding things onto the list, stuff that we want to do. Halberds sound great. You're trespassing. Get out. Just want to ask you a few questions. You with the Blackguard or something? I'm just a human. What do you want from me? I went to the quality armor shop. Ricardo told me he just recently purchased a pair of boots from him. I said, look at my display tables. If you're not using them then, I'd be able to buy them off you? They're mine, and the last thing I'll do is part with them. How much will you accept for these boots? Get out, pesky human. The boots are mine and you're not having them. Okay. So I can grab them? Meow. I guess the cat gives away if I try to take the stuff, huh? I don't know if I can get to the other one, though, can I? She's displaying each boot on a different table. Meow. Okay, it's got a guard cat on the other one. Let me check here. No shit. I have to use telekinetic grab for a quest? Oh, that's cool. What are you doing casting spells in my house? Oh man. But I can steal it from outside? That's so awesome. That's why there's a window there. It's too far away on the table. Oh, that's radical. Okay. Let's see. Gotta finish the axe. Goes to Thurgo. and figure out my easiest way to get back here, you know? Minecarts, maybe? Try heading over that way. I can always just warp out to go talk to Thurgo, but it would be nice to know where things connect since this is potentially such a long-ass walk. Cart conductor. Tickets, get your tickets here. Where can you take me? Ice Mountain or the Grand Exchange? Or to buy tickets. Grand Exchange. Track 3. The card at the front, okay. Whee! Oh, that's cool. Can I take it back now? Oh, cool. So I unlocked the ability to use that. Oh, damn, and that's like super close to my fairy ring, too. Rad. That's a convenient fairy ring. Right on. Yo, Thurgo, what's up? Help me with the ancient axe? How can I refuse? Let's see what's wrong with it then. The blade of the axe has become extremely dull and brittle and needed restored to its former glory. Where do you get the axe from? Keldgrim, not been there for a long time. We? Never mind. Ooh. Interesting. Alright, it's not appropriate. This would be a delicate piece of work, bring only a small amount in the way of raw materials. 1 bar of iron. Okay. Oh man, another cutscene. Sweet. Oh, I can teleport back? That's convenient. Oh, thanks, game. I was like, how am I going to find my way back? I guess I could use the fairy ring. Talk to the sculptor's model. Battle axe as well. You make the statue now. Yes, that will do just fine. There's only one problem. I need to make the head. I need to find a crown now as well? The consortium has decided that crowns are out of fashion, as well as kings. Well, kings have been out of fashion here for hundreds of years. What's the head supposed to look like? Each of the directors of the consortium fancies their own face at the top of the statue. I thought the whole point is that it would be King What's-His-Face. Yeah, the consortium can be a little fickle like that, unfortunately. God, my cat is not a graceful kitty. Making a mess racket over here. Whoa! Man, he pulled that off fast. Nice. I do like all the cutscenes in this. I didn't know that that was going to be possible with this engine. What does that say? Glad I don't have to talk to you anymore. God. Okay. Joining the consortium. There are 8 mining companies in the consortium which are located upstairs near the east or west marketplace. You need to join one of them, and this choice will not have any significant impact on this quest. Players should choose a company on the west side of the building for faster bank access if they bought all the ores and bars beforehand. And on the east side if they need to purchase them from the Grand Exchange for faster minecart access. Collect ore within a time limit. So I guess the next thing we have to do involves doing lots of mining in a time limit, or just having the ores in advance. I'm trying to see what my best strategy is here. Help you with anything? Anything I can help you with? Gentlemen only society? How rude. Silver cog. White chisel. Green gemstone. Oh, that's all the colors here. That's cool. Alright. Is there one that's ladies only? Can I join the red axe? Yellow Fortune. Let's take advantage of the fact I got a lady character. Oh, it's the stock exchange. Stock market. It's funny. Very cool. Hi. Anything I can help you with? I do have a task for you. We need 4 pieces of clay in the next 14 minutes. Okay. Can I get back here quickly, though? Is a question. See if I can use the minecarts to get to the fairy ring. I guess there's a place I can mine this clay because I did the Fremennik trials earlier. I didn't realize that they were gonna matter that way. That's kind of cool. I decided minecarts are faster than Varrock teleporting. Probably not. So I'll have my pickaxe. Okay, I'm gonna try to mine several other things here so that we're ready for when we come back. Okay, finished mining the necessary ores and just running back with them. So I get several randomized tasks to turn some of this stuff in. And I can try to fish for specific ones, so maybe I'll try that. I think I've got tons of iron banked, so I can always go back and grab that. Here's your ore. Do you have another task for me? Mithril ore. I don't know if I can do mithril yet. Anything I can help you with? Iron ore, yeah. Should be able to grab that. Clock is ticking. Please hurry back. Thanks over on the western side. I had to step away for a sec. My cats are going insane. There's a bug on a painting over here. Martio's like trying to jump at it to kill it. He's not a graceful kitty. Caused a bunch of things to fall over in the process. The Yellow Fortune is pleased to offer more work for an eager worker such as yourself. And see how the dialogue trees are changing. Still not quite impressed enough, it looks like. Try again. I need to speak to the director. Still not impressed with me. Go from the sculptor. Hello to the Black Guard has instructed me to do this. Okay. What else does she need? I'm gonna try to fish for this coal or iron task. It might take some work. Here we go. Whew. It's not getting any of the ores that I have banked. Iron ore, she says. Oh my god, she's still not happy with me. I wonder what the deal is with that. She asked for coal. Hey, I need to talk to your director. The Yellow Fortune appreciates what you've done so far. The director will only speak to the most loyal of followers. Oh, I guess we're still not there. Damn. How much stuff does she want? Dang, yo. Alright, well at least it's recognizing that I'm making progress on it. I wonder why it's so slow. Maybe you get different points for giving different kinds of ores. I'm giving her shit ores. That's my best guess. Alright, let's actually go ahead and stop trying to fish for the best ones if this is going to take a while. 10 ore. Hey, I need to speak to the director. Why naturally? Standing right over there. Yo, actually, I think I need to go talk to the sculptor guy real quick, so I'll do that first, and we'll come back. Melolai, I'm hearing great things about you. Do you have any tasks for me? Or Blazar the sculptor sent me. Connection with the statue. You need to know what the head of the statue should look like now that it's no longer going to look like King Albus. Fremennik suggested to be one of us. The era of kings is long gone. Now the consortium provides peace and above all prosperity. Who's Hreidmar? It's like a statue was destroyed on purpose. Director of the Red Axe, which I'm not allowed to join, and that's the name of the quest series, right? That old fool fancies his own head on the statue. He thinks he can get away with that. Should I tell the sculptor they should base it on him, then? Certainly not. All the companies are vying for the honor. I would support you. You're not really part of the Yellow Fortune. What if I were? It might change things. I'd like to officially join your company. Not proving yourself. Okay, you have to give tasks for her, I guess. Oh, okay, so the guide at the beginning of the guide is like, you can use tasks until you get one that's easy for you to do. But then when it gets to the director's section, it says, whenever you refuse a task, it can kick you back. So I don't think we want to refuse tasks ever. I don't think we wanted to in the beginning in the first place, but now we know for sure, it's fine. Hey, first try. I'd like to officially join your company. You've certainly proven yourself. I'm now a trusted associate of the Yellow Fortune. Laziar's sculptor sent me. One of us. Here, King is long gone. Yeah, we read this already. Hreidmar, director of the Red Axe. I would support you. You would now, would you? That might well work. An outsider to the city might have considerably more influence than one might expect if we play our cards right. What do you mean, play our cards right? Wait until the most opportune moment for you to show your support. Come along to one of our meetings. Consortium meeting, when all the directors meet on the top floor of the palace. We have them from time to time. Will you speak out for me at the next meeting so they'll base the head of the statue on me? Yes, long live the Yellow Fortune. Hurrah! Now would be a good time to visit Veldemont of the Black Card in the West Keldrum. Okay. He's in the building we started in, right? Black Card HQ. Whoa. Just the pinball game? We haven't done this for a really long time. Yes, pinball is fun. Oh, 10 flashing pillars, not the other pillars. Five rubies. Noted. That's cool. This walkthrough is extremely cute. Coming from Final Fantasy XIV, where the game sometimes warns you that you're about to enter a 1 to 2 hour long cutscene. It's like, there's a 4-minute cutscene. It's okay if you want to skip it. 4 minutes. Dude, that's standing on my fucking head. Let's go to the meeting now. Are you ready? I'm ready. Do warn you, this meeting may take a while. Do you want to attend the meeting personally, or do you simply want the minutes of the meeting so you can read what happened afterwards? A 1 or 10, no matter how long it takes. Man, so not only is it only 4 minutes long compared to, you know, the 4 hours of questing cutscenes and crap in between every actual gameplay event in Final Fantasy XIV, but they give you the option of skipping it. No matter how long it takes. Let's hurry then. Alright, so I'm just going to watch this. Keldrum Palace Consortium meeting. I might pop in to comment if they say something interesting. Totally have a female head. What's wrong with that? Yeah, Red Axe director. Guessing this Red Axe guy is the one who's responsible for the statue getting destroyed in the first place, right? Trade Octagon. Clearly I have to support the Yellow Fortune. Hey! Regret this, all of you. Yeah. I wonder how many we can do with this red X guy, as far as quests are concerned. A little while later. Nice. That's cool. So I wonder if it actually is phased for me like that. Been some other choices like that we've made. That's cool. Hey, congratulations. You have rebuilt the Giant Dwarf. You are awarded 2 quest points, 2500 mining XP, 2500 smithing XP, 2500 crafting XP, 1500 magic, 1500 thieving, 1500 fire making. Mining 36. Smithing 37. Steel throwing knives. Crafting 41. Thieving 33. Fire making 31. Awesome. So all of them got like A level. That's well, except for magic. That's perfect. Alright, I'm going to take a short break, and then... What were we doing Giant Dwarf for? Oh, right. Forgettable Tale. That's right. Forgettable Tale is a quest that requires 17 farming that grants farming XP, because we're trying to get farming to 30. I'll take a short break, and then we'll start Forgettable Tale. Oh, and actually, short break. This is the end of the video. I got so completely engrossed in RuneScape, I forgot to watch the timer. We went about 15 minutes over, but that's fine. Thanks for enjoying this episode where we did a bunch of quests and made a lot of progress. Hope to see you in the next episode, which totally isn't going to start like 5 seconds from now after I take a break to grab some breakfast.